So we live.
Official, boy.
Is
I'm
this?
gonna get all up in this microphone.
Is this
This
your
episode
girl's
just
first
to piss you off.
podcast?
Yes.
First podcast? Yeah.
Yeesh. Well, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
All right. My
So
name's
what's up?
Cassidy. From Pensacola.
Born and raised?
Yep.
Sweet.
Local artist.
Local artist. Yeah.
Girl, talent with the pen or Sharpie or whatever your
And any medium.
any
Yeah.
medium.
it work.
A little few different ones. Yeah.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! So we brought you on because I noticed recently. Well, I've known you for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Long time customer of the Zoomies.
Z World, baby.
You used to come in with your brother, right?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Please don't.
She said,
Yes.
don't make it.
She goes, no.
I was like, how am I gonna go to Zoomies? I don't wear any of these brands. How can I get in and not be looked at? I have a brother. It's perfect.
dude, you know how many times people would come in with just somebody they didn't want to be there? They would just be dragged in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how many times that person dragging them in was their brother is insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, now you're just saying it.
Yeah.
That's not even your brother.
Yeah.
Ain't no way
That's
that's
just
your brother.
some dude you grab.
That dude's 6'8". You are 5'2". That ain't your brother.
Yeah.
Y'all met in
And
the
he's
parking lot.
49. You're
Yeah.
16, dude.
Yeah,
Wait,
what's
so
your
who
mom
was-
doing?
So who are they bringing in? Who do you?
I mean, boyfriends,
Random-
uncles,
yeah.
they're just like, yeah, that's my brother. They just don't want me talking
Yeah,
to
that's
him.
my brother. Why? Because they want to like flirt with the Zoomies boys or something? Is that what you're saying?
That or they just say anything to get the like customer service off of them. They're like, yeah, I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, what
Because
are you
we're,
looking
like,
for?
At
I
Zoomies,
love
we were
them.
very like.
We had to be hound dogs about the
Yeah.
sale.
At
Like,
Zoomies?
yeah.
Did you have the earpiece where they're like?
No.
No,
That was a
no.
Tilly's thing, I think.
Victoria's
Tilly's and
Secret too.
American Eagle. Yeah, well,
American Eagle
they
has.
do that for like theft, really.
Mm.
I think they're like, yo, this girl with this bag, watch this bitch.
No.
Yeah. No, we never had that whole thing, but we did have to, like, every person that walked into the store, you had to ask, like, open-ended questions.
Within like
to
5
try
seconds
Ew.
or 10
They-
feet,
Yeah.
you had to talk
You
to
had
them.
to talk to every person.
Annoying.
So,
Yeah.
and you're, like, and you're supposed to, like, always be on them, talking
Yeah.
to them.
That's-
So it's like...
Which is weird because that's how we even know each other because
Yeah.
you have to be on people. So you have
Yeah.
to be like, what's up? What are you doing? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Legally,
Who
you
is
have
this
to.
with you?
Legally.
Yeah.
Let me guess, this your
Man.
brother?
Oh, wait. Wow, that's crazy. How'd I know?
Yeah. Everybody brother coming in here.
Man.
Also, we have, like, Zoomies has the market on, like, just dudes in Pensacola.
Yeah. Well, that...
Where-
What is that other store that's next to Starbucks that's like a Thai place? Express? Express. So you're either like a Zoomies PacSun kid or you're like an Express.
Yeah.
Belk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Belk.
Dillards. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Can I? Do you have this in a slim?
Yeah. Is there any way you could tailor these?
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
Do you tighten buttholes here?
Whoa.
Because I'm upstuck.
Do we rejuvenate? Yeah, we rejuvenate for sure.
Yeah.
That's a real
this
thing,
is
by
just
the
not.
way.
This
Don't-
isn't going with my skin tone.
Don't know if you guys know this, but vaginal rejuvenation is a thing.
Oh, I
What
thought you
is
said a
it?
game, and I
No,
was
it's a
like,
thing.
"That's
It's
not a
real
game,
thing.
homie."
It's like a massage,
It sounds like you'd stick a needle of water, like saline, into
In
the sides
your-
of your vaginas.
I don't know exactly what happens.
You're talking this plumps it up.
It's supposed
Like
to.
a lip plumper.
It's supposed to make it look new.
Is this what you're doing with yours?
I mean, I've tried it a couple times. Hasn't worked out too well, but
You're like not so hot for the butthole.
trying some other things. But no, it's like a real thing. Like it was not so hot, and then you get some rejuvenation, and it's supposed to be
Sounds refreshing.
back to the thing. I don't
I'm
know.
just like I'm a little lost
I don't
here.
know what
Why
they
you bringing this up?
Yeah.
Like, why are you? You're like, I've done some research and
well, you're
You're
talking
like,
about butthole
side-
plumpers and whatever,
side
and I was
note,
like, you
You guys
know.
ever heard of vaginal?
Side
you're
note,
like-
I have a vagina, and
you're
it's
like,
been rejuvenated
I
twice.
have vaginal rejuvenation weekly.
Yeah.
Did you guys want a copy? They're giving out free subscription.
Yeah. I've been subscribed for I think 2 years now.
You're
been
like a
pretty good.
gold member.
Yeah. Oh, wait, platinum actually. Platinum.
They just call you the member.
the only. Well,
The only
one.
member.
You're like,
The
I
only
brought my
one.
member.
Yeah. Yeah, the only
That's
one.
wild. So,
I'll let you know.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I sign up. I don't know. Referral fee or something.
Yeah.
He becomes like.
I get the next
What
couple
is it?
months.
Like an ambassador.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like free.
Definitely.
treatments.
Why do you think I'm bringing it up on the podcast?
What was that fucking... There's like a beauty brand that people... Avon or something? Like they become ambassadors for that, and then they gotta sling the product.
It's like Monet. Yeah. There's like Monet, which is like Mary Kay is another really big one. My mom did the like Monet stuff, which was like the hair. Like there was all like hair stuff, like shampoo and dyes and all that kind of stuff. But it's supposed to be like better for your scalp and hair and stuff.
So do you just make like house visits and right in there?
Oh, I don't do the rejuvenation.
Oh, you just research it?
Yeah.
You're like, that looks better.
I get the before and afters, and I tell them if it worked or not.
Yeah, you're like, you definitely needed it.
Yeah, I'm basically the X-ray tech of vaginal rejuvenation.
They X-ray
technique. Well,
there's no bones for that.
No,
it's all kind of there.
X-ray tech
Ew.
of the.
It's
Get it out of here. There's no bone.
Oh my god.
The reason you got hired is because they thought it was wild. You thought there was bones in there. You're
like, wait. You think
I've seen them, and there's hard things in there. They're like, well, okay. Well, all right.
Not yet.
Bro, you wild with that.
You wild.
I can't believe you picked that as a profession.
What? Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, I take that as a.
I was like, you sold it for
really?
too long. You sold it for too long, so I was like believing it.
Your boy's a chef. Said it many a time. He's a chef downtown.
Yeah, I work at Global Grow downtown.
Are you like a sous chef or?
No, I'm not like I'm not any of those.
But you work in the kitchen.
I'm working.
It's a nice restaurant.
I'm working my way up in the ranks of the kitchen right now. Man. So I'm hoping that whenever our second restaurant opens again, that I'll be doing some other stuff. Urban Swinery. It's like 2 doors down from there. But we've been closed for like way too long because of the whole COVID thing. So we've been trying to hire people and get stuff ready to go for there. So
man,
that's been fun.
I was working restaurant. I worked at a restaurant at the beginning of COVID, and then.
Did you enjoy working restaurant industry? Or
no,
not
in the smallest amount, but the money.
Love it. Some people love it, and it's like one of those love or hate things. Yeah. But I think everybody should do it just for the like, I guess not
just for the
service aspect of it, but
the callous of knowing what it's like.
Yeah,
it makes you a better person knowing how shitty people can be towards you.
Oh my god, in the kitchen. I don't know about where you work; it might be nicer, but the place I work, the kitchen,
was it gnarly?
Anything goes. In most restaurants, in the kitchen, you will hear the most grimiest, nastiest shit. Like,
oh yeah, it gets deep.
Oh my gosh,
it's dark.
Terrible. Yeah. I worked in the kitchen and in the.
I thought you were going to talk about cleanliness.
Really? No, you're talking about like.
No, I'm talking about
people.
Their mouth. Yeah,
people.
What they say.
Oh yeah.
There's literally HR does not exist for kitchen.
You're like, where's your mom?
There is no HR.
No, dude, you know how many times I've been probably raped in the kitchen? You know how many fingers I've been up my butthole?
Yeah.
Way too many. Way too many.
Like,
yeah, and they're like, oh, got you. And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
You're like, you didn't get me. You sexually harassed me.
Yeah.
That's you are going to get got.
That's just how it goes, though, you know? Like, in the kitchen, that's like...
That's just what it is. And then if you complain about it, they're just like, whoa, it's just playing. I'm like, no,
exactly.
You're not just playing. You're a gay man.
I'm like,
you're testing it out. You're seeing how far you're willing to go.
Yeah, well, they were willing to go pretty far.
I mean,
they're like, I can flirt with men at work because it's work and we just, mess around with everybody. And
it is weird that, like, obviously we're guys, so I don't know if girls are like this, but, like, guys take going gay, like, if they're straight guys, like we are, they'll take it to the limit because I don't know why that's why we do that. Like our poster or our fucking cover art is us kissing, and that's from a real picture.
But think about the opposite of y'all. You know what the opposite of y'all is people who you call them gay, or you even make a joke like y'all would probably be like, hoo, like and like literally look at y'all's pictures together. You know what I'm saying?
It's all like
y'all are not scared of it. In fact, it's like, you know what I mean? You guys are comfortable with each other.
Yeah,
whatever, y'all are just homies being homies.
That's my family.
Another man would be like, fuck no.
Love you.
But guys get like pissed off when you touch them in a weird way. Like another dude,
it is weird.
Yo, man, back off.
It's weird that there are different levels to like, cause you go from where we're just completely like we're like, yeah, I don't give a shit, whatever, dude. I'm comfortable in where I'm at.
It might also be that we are more in touch with comedy, so like that's like a comedic joke. Yeah, we're not taking ourselves too serious. Like, cool, I want to be taken serious, but only when it's about a serious thing. Any other time, I want to be joking.
Not.
I mean. I also have giggle fits at funerals, so it's like,
oh no,
I don't even know when to be serious sometimes.
Yeah.
I do not have. So many people have that issue, and I cannot explain to you how much I try so hard to understand it. I'm like, I cannot. Like, people, like, you know, like if like you were arguing with someone, or if someone was talking to you about something like really deep and serious, and like people start laughing, or like they're like, oh, sorry, I can't help laughing. I know this is serious. I'm like, what is this? What is happening to you?
This is me.
I'm like, how is this? It's like the exact opposite of what you think is. You know what I mean?
See, I can be serious, but it's like when I'm not allowed to be jokey.
That's when you.
Then you want
something in my head is like, oh, it wouldn't be a good time to do this.
You know what?
Don't think about that, and then I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
It's like
laughing.
It's like if you've ever been at church whenever you're a young kid and you're like, don't think about boobs.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, I'm thinking about boobs. You're like, don't think any worse than that, and then you just start. You're like, oh no.
And it's like mid prayer.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid going to sleep. I was like, don't think about bad thoughts. Don't think about somebody coming in and murdering me. And then I was like, oh no.
Wait, but that's what
I was like, did you hear that noise?
About.
Nobody's in the room. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, somebody's at the door. This isn't good. And then I'm like, close my eyes and I'm like, don't picture red. Because I'm like picturing red being like hell. I'm like, oh, don't picture death. Oh shit, death.
Yeah, but it's just what you just said.
Yeah, it's like I'm like feeding into myself. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I do that when I think we've talked about this before, but when I feel like I have to pee, but I don't actually.
I was just about to say that.
I
swear on everything.
I get that.
Just about to say that.
I will literally be laying in bed, and I'm like, I know I don't have to pee. Like, I'm good. I just peed 5 minutes ago. I'm good. I don't have to pee.
You're convincing yourself.
And then I'm like, I think I gotta pee.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, think about something else. And I start trying to think about something else, and then I'm like, I'm just thinking about peeing again.
You're like, nope.
What's going on?
Definitely gotta pee.
Yeah, definitely gotta pee.
You get to the toilet and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I have a heart to heart.
You brought me
down
here.
and I'm like,
what am I doing?
What's going on, man? I don't know what to do anymore. I'm giving it all I got.
You're like, I gave you a chance. You let me down.
Yeah.
We got to do better than this next time.
But that is the worst feeling in the world of like trying to relax and calm down and then just being like so uncomfortable with the fact that you feel like you're gonna pee your pants.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst.
That's such a fear.
It is the worst.
Yeah. Every time I pee in public, if I'm sitting on a toilet, I literally have to pinch myself like the whole time I'm peeing so that I know it's not a dream. Because I'm comfortable peeing at my house. I know my house. When I'm in public peeing, I'm like, make sure I'm not dreaming. You know what I mean?
Really?
It's such a fear. I'm so terrified to pee myself ever.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Dude, how many times I've made my sister laugh to pissing herself? Like, just in her clothes. Like, she just will pee all over her pants. I'm like, you're an adult.
I've let out a little. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
The only
like,
time
I've
ever...
ride back from... When we went to, like, New Orleans to go watch a stand-up. And on the car ride back, we were just... I mean... After we're on like a high of watching a comedian,
also crying, laughing,
so fun, you know.
Yeah.
And then like on the way back, I'm just driving and Cody's just busting balls the whole time, and I'm like, oh, Lil just came out for sure, just a little bit. I'm gonna have to take next.
You're like, I really hope that was just in my head. You're like,
and it wasn't.
Nope, that's not just in my head. My hand might now.
My head.
Man, that's
You're
the
like,
worst.
I'm sliding around on the seat, maybe more than just a little.
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
It is insane. Like, my mom is like, got that shit so bad. She'll pee like if you just say something too quickly.
Oh, like you scared, like a little.
Yeah, she'll just start saying.
She's got that like.
The only way I have it is like before a fight or before like when I was a kid when I raced, sitting in the starting lineup, and everybody starts their engines, and you're just getting your car warmed up, and they're like, all right, proceed on to the track. Could you see the guy like wave you on?
Yeah.
I completely let everything out before. Poop,
like
pee, everything.
Right before you get
Made sure I didn't drink anything for like an hour before the race. For sure, pee.
Yeah.
In the car?
In the car, because you're just so... Your body is so overloaded with, like... You're excited. You're nervous. You want to perform really well. You're like... You want to make sure everything's going according to plan. Some things are out of your hands. It's like a form of being anxious. But when you're a teenager, I was like 15... And I'm just like, my body's so amped. It's like you had like 6 energy drinks in a row. Don't do that.
Did you do that?
That's
no, he does this.
That's how I move the microphone. Just with parts of my face. It's okay though.
But like, it's just like being on like what I imagine cocaine. Or like when I was like, when I was a kid, I was basically on children's speed. like Ritalin and but all the like knockoff ones, not even Ritalin. It was like started with the M's and shit. But doing that, it makes you feel like
everything's moving inside of you.
Yeah, you're just so like, why are my bones moving? I'm not moving. You're just like on like a weird high. It's like that. Sitting in the starting lineup, you're just like,
yeah.
I always get to these moments, like, I don't really talk about this, but I always get to these moments where it's like the next most exciting thing in my life. I'm like, I'm not going to make it to that. Like today, like we're filming 2 podcasts in a row. And like yesterday, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing work. And I'm just like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. I don't even think I'm going to make it to it. I can't even visualize it.
Yeah.
I can't visualize the future.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can think about me doing something, but I can't think about the legit thing.
Like actual being in the moment type
like
thing.
I have to see it. Like I have no idea what you were gonna wear, what you were gonna wear, like where we were gonna sit, shit like that. But like we did cams, and it's like by the second I'm like, what's happening?
Damn, this shit's really happening. Do you ever have that?
Which is wild, because it's just like we're just filming a podcast.
This is so weird. But sometimes I'll be in the middle of doing something, and I'll have like this out of mind experience where I realize that like my body is my body. You know what I'm saying? Like you realize that you're a human. Like it's the weirdest feel.
It's sitting on the toilet. That's whenever. That's when it hits you. That's what every single time. Like if I'm on the toilet for a while, like. Yeah, that's when I'm just like, the world is real. We're living in it. I'm going to die one day.
It's so weird. It's the weirdest
How often I think about death is insane.
It's so weird how it'll hit you out of nowhere, though. I'll be like cutting an onion and be like, I'm actually moving my hand right now to cut this onion. Oh my gosh. And just sit there and like ponder for like a good 5 minutes.
It's like after this we all need a hug, it sounds like. We're just like, we're going to die, man.
All going through some shit.
Like how often do you think about death?
Yeah. Yeah, this is getting deep.
No.
Dude, I remember the first time I like seriously thought about it, where it hit me, where I was like, holy fuck. It was like a year ago. I was living at the apartment. Mm-hmm. And I'm like watching a TV show, and I'm just not like, I like come to like what I'm doing, which I was just like in focus on the TV show. Mm-hmm. Nothing crazy. It was just like 90 Day Fiancé or something.
Oh my god.
You like 90 Day Fiancé?
Ooh! So much.
I haven't watched
Sorry.
But
yeah,
sorry, you're not one of the
he's
gals.
not a pop culture person.
That's okay. Me either. I literally I can't tell you how many times people show me like an actor or an actress or a musician. I don't know who they are. And it's like, one of them was like, I don't know, like, who's that white guy that white guy, the white guy celebrity that everyone's like, oh my god, he's so hot.
Justin Bieber? I don't know.
No.
Brad Pitt?
Yes.
Brad Pitt.
I have no idea what he looks like. I have no idea of what Brad Pitt looks like. Or like...
Now he looks like a really old armpit.
I think that's probably the best
pretty
description
close
you could give. Yeah. Joe Exotic's armpit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe Joe Exotic's armpit if he was the older brother of Joe Exotic. Mm-hmm. Whoa, he could play Joe Exotic in a movie, dude.
Did you know that they're trying to get Nicolas Cage to play Joe Exotic in a movie? They're trying to make a Joe Exotic movie.
Joe Exotic is
Tiger King.
Did not see it. Okay.
You didn't see Tiger King?
No.
How do you watch 90 Day Fiancé, but you don't watch some spicy shit like Tiger King?
Literally, when too many people are watching something or talking about watching it. No. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that. I'm not trying to be edgy. It's just that I'm like, you guys have all seen it. I've seen all of your memes. I've seen everything you've talked about.
Yeah, it's gonna ruin it for me.
It's kind of just like, there's no point because you guys watched it, and now that's like the meme and the TikToks and everything. So I'm like, well, I don't need to watch it because you did. So
I've always wondered this. Like, is this ego that makes us feel this way? It's like when somebody likes a food too much. Five Guys is the shit. Like, too many people are talking about Five Guys. You're like, I don't need to try it.
Exactly.
Is that our ego doing that, or is that like, what is that? Why do we do that?
I don't know.
Because like if music is popping off, like if indie music is really popping, like MGMT or something like that, I don't need to listen to it or something. Yeah. Why do we do that?
I think
because I do that, and I don't know why I do that, and I like question myself all the time. Why do I do that? Another similar thing we do is like when you see somebody you know in public, but you see them before they see you, you're always like, don't let them see me. Why do we do that? Why do we do that?
Time out. Did you used to work at Target?
I currently work at Target.
You work at Target? Okay, I've done it to you at Target.
Oh, wow.
1,000,000%.
Oh, wait.
Wait, no, listen. So I'm saying I know what you mean. Like, I'm like, okay.
I do it all the time.
I think that is like, me anyways, I'm like, okay, if I'm out and about by myself and I see someone randomly, I'm probably not really in the mood to talk. Yeah. I mean, I'm really to myself. I mean, I talk a lot, but I like to be alone. Yeah. And
you like to be in control. Because I feel like when you do these car rants, I feel like it's like no. Nothing against it. Like I feel you because like I like my days off. I don't want to edit. I don't want to work out. I don't want to do a lot of things, but I do those things because I'm in control of them and nobody can really mess with my day. Yeah. But like today, I worked out and now we're doing 2 podcasts. But like I'm in control of it. If somebody was like, well, let's go do this thing. Or I'm like, well, fuck, now you just told me today. I didn't know prior to today, so I kind of don't want to do it.
Oh, yeah. I need to be mentally prepared.
So I feel like your car rants are like, you wouldn't just say that out in public to a lot of people. No. But because you can control the setting, it's right here. I can edit this if I can delete this. I can redo it if I want.
Yeah.
It makes you feel more comfortable. So I feel like that's the kind of like seeing somebody out in public thing. It's like
you can't edit it.
I wasn't prepared to see this person, so I'm either I don't look how I want to look. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yes, that's
hi.
Amazing. Hey, what's up?
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
But I do know what you mean though, because I'll see people out and I won't say anything to them unless they see me first, because I'm like,
I'll say something if they say something to me. I just don't like making the first anything with anyone ever. Period.
The issue is when you see them, you don't know if they've seen you already.
Yeah, so they're doing
that's where it makes it spicy. Because if I don't say something to you, now you think differently of me. Guess what? Newsflash. This is me telling you, I'm not going to say something to you. Yeah. Not unless you're my boy. If you're my boy, I'll come oil check you or something.
Yeah. What is that?
You stick your finger in their butthole.
Remember the whole kitchen thing?
I just said it. Yeah. You're like, hey, Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real good. It's fun. It's
or I'll do some sort of inappropriate grabbing.
Yeah.
Okay. Showing affection.
I'll kiss him on the cheek or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the
butt
best.
cheeks getting grabbed.
Yeah.
That's so
cute.
If
I see like a homeboy
I'm bowling
like that, but if I know,
but that's different.
I said I only do one. I'm gonna throw that bowling ball just one finger.
One finger.
I'm getting a little too personal with the 3-finger thing.
Really?
I might get stuck. Guy. I don't know who else's finger has been in there.
Is
the hole big enough? Guy. I don't know. I don't need to find out and get stuck and break a finger. And then I'm the guy that got his bowling.
That's always the worst thing when you're going bowling is like after my knuckles are always so tender, but they're like swollen almost. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't have that issue. I have the whole my ass hurts issue because you're not used to the whole this movement.
Yeah.
So like one cheek hurts harder, like the muscle inside the cheek.
My calf will go hard because I really draw my finish out.
Do you have technique? Is what you're saying? You have technique.
So I don't really let that.
I'm like, if this shit ain't as straight as possible. I don't have the whole turn thing.
See, I'd be on spin.
I used to bowl with this guy, TC. He used to be able to spin it from like this. He'd spin it all the way around, and it would land perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, but the whole way it'd look like this, and then it'd be like, whew.
Yeah. It doesn't hit the very end.
Yeah, it'd be wild.
See, I'm not on that level, but I do respect the spin thing, and that's my move. So in order to do that, I gotta give her some extra.
Wait, you said it is your move?
Yeah, that's right.
Spin?
The spin. That's why I get I do the 2-finger, no thumb, 2-finger, just barely in.
Try doing your strong finger and cupping the whole ball.
My hands ain't that big.
Well, size 8.5 right there.
Why? Every time.
Well, I don't know.
What?
My hands.
His size foot is 8.5.
I wear a 10.5.
Well, boy buys 10s. He fits 8.5s.
Okay. That's okay.
No, it's not.
What's wrong with it?
There's not.
Your hands are not even small.
No, it's not even that it's okay. If I wore 8.5s, I would not be like, yeah, I wear a 10.5. If I wear 8.5s, I'd be like, yeah, I wear an 8.5. I wear a 10.5.
Except you're not.
It's just the fact that he calls it a fucking 8.5.
That's fine.
He'll send me pictures. This fucker.
I just told you.
This dude.
Yeah.
This dude right here will be out, or I'll be at work or something. He'll be shoe shopping. He'll send me a picture of a kid's shoe and be like, look, in your size. You want to pick them up?
It's like a good sale. I don't want him to miss out on it.
It's like, dude, $19.99 for a pair of Vans.
It's a nice sale.
It's a nice sale. I'll spend $60 for a joke. I don't mind.
I'm like, you're going too far.
I'll sell out for comedy, bro.
Far.
What?
I said I'll sell out for comedy. I'll spend $60 for a good joke.
Yeah, how do you like...
on what?
On an 8.5 size shoe, bro. That's gonna fit perfect with your little wardrobe.
Dude.
I mean, you can always resell them, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, and then you'd make money.
Exactly.
Off of his joke.
No, buy me some 8.5s, dude. You won't do it.
He wants, yeah.
I won't wear them.
What do you want? Tell me what you want.
Give me some give me some 8.5. Give me some dunk lows and 8.5.
Dunk lows.
I'll
Okay, you got it, bro.
resell
Next
real
dunk
quick.
lows I find 8.5. They yours.
All right.
You got my word.
Thanks, man.
Like she said, there's nothing wrong with it.
And you know what I'll do? I'll send you a random picture of something again because I know how much you love those.
What is it?
Homeboy has a problem with. Go ahead and say what you're sending me.
This is my favorite thing to do. I'll just Google,
He sends me family pictures.
I'll
of
just
himself.
Google random pictures. Like like a couple weeks ago I Googled Chinese lady smoking, and then I screenshotted it and sent it to him. Just,
no context,
I don't
no
know
words.
Just
nowhere.
random things?
Just
send it to
him.
me.
And it's one of my favorite things to do because
So you know what I do? Dick pic back. That's what you got. You came at me with that, you get my dick.
Yeah, well. Okay.
I mean, you can literally be making money off of his jokes to you. You
could
sell
have an
his
OnlyFans
dick
of just my dick.
Oh my god.
You're like,
Do you?
you could say it's yours, or you could say it's a friend's.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
can be
I'm gonna
whoever you
doing
want to
that.
be on the internet, bro.
I don't think I'm gonna
This
do
could
that.
be what your lower body looks like. This could be yours, bro. All this, like the Lion King. All this could be yours.
Anything
man.
the light touches is ours.
Oh my god.
One day, son, this could be all yours. Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite jokes to play with Cody. And he hasn't really gotten it yet, but to
You know,
me, it's entertaining.
It is weird. Like I don't know.
I would be curious to see exactly
Yeah.
like what all it is. Like every single time.
I don't know like if girls do this, but how many dudes I've sent a picture of my dick to is like.
Yeah. Well, you do
People
it
just don't respond
nonchalantly.
But
anymore.
is it okay? But are you
You do
sending it
nonchalant.
to be like he or you send like girls do that, but they do it in a way they're like want critique. So like
Oh yeah, it's not a critique picture. It's like there it is.
Well,
Or
Check
be like,
it out.
Is this a good enough nude to send to so and so?
You know what I like? I like
yes.
doing this trick, and I'm gonna come off mic for a sec. I like doing this, where I'm like weighing myself naked, and it's a glass top, so it's a reflection. So you just see.
he's the first couple ones I got.
Yeah, I just take a picture like this.
The first
so
couple
you see
ones-
dick, balls.
The first couple ones I ever got was like the nonchalant moves like that.
I was like, look, guys, I've lost weight.
He'll hit me with the nonchalant shit where it's like, or like you were prepping for a fight one week and he's like cutting weight and he's in the bathtub, hot ass water,
Dick just-
and he's like sent a picture of him with his feet down and his dick's just like, hanging off to the side, but it's just like the tip. You know what I'm saying? So you know exactly what it is, but you're not getting full shaft. And it's like, if you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I just do it as like, if you see it, you had to look for it. Like it wasn't just like the most obvious thing in the picture. You had to look at the picture to see it.
It's pretty fucking obvious, man.
But you know when you send a picture, it doesn't show sometimes the whole
Yeah.
picture. You have to click on the
Oh,
picture to
yeah.
see the full.
Oh,
open
God.
for a surprise.
Yeah.
Oop,
Yeah.
Ooh.
wrong surprise.
It was like that meme that went around with the guy where he was
Yeah.
like,
And then you opened it and it's like,
it came around with
I
the
didn't
hurricane
see.
thing.
yeah, the
I don't
I
even
can't
know his
remember what-
name.
can't remember what it's like. The big black dude like sitting on the edge of the couch. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
His dick is
no.
like this big.
Yeah, he was like
No.
I don't know if he was a porn
I
star
literally
or what.
missed the
He
best
did do
shit.
porn, but he died, and his wife was like, he didn't want to do porn, but he felt like that's all he could do.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Because like everything else had fallen apart, and like
That is so
Rest in
sad.
peace to
yeah, such a sad story
Rest
for
in
sure.
peace,
Big
big
dick-
dick meme.
big
man.
He
dick
was on one of our
Are you
favorite
okay?
comedians'
You okay?
merch.
Oh,
Really?
that's right.
Tom,
yeah.
Tom Segura, which is like kind of why this podcast is named "Some People Suck."
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of his jokes, but like he put that guy on merch.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure all the money that they
Oh.
got from
Went
it
to proceeds
the
to his family.
to his
That's
family
To
sick.
pay
or
for like the
whatever.
funeral and whatnot.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're good people.
Damn.
Shout out Tom Segura and Christina P. Great guys. Great
Yes.
guys and gals. But
Great guys and gals.
yeah.
But so I originally brought you on. I know we're being a little silly right now.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about like a situation that had happened, and maybe you can explain it a little better than I can. But it looked like some online harassment, and we don't have to give anybody's names because
Yeah.
you don't have to give anybody any clout or whatever.
Yeah. No.
Fuck
But
clout.
if you want to explain what happened, because I want to get into it.
Literally just
So from the scratch. So if somebody is listening and they have no idea.
So, okay.
Start to finish.
Literally posted a picture on Instagram. Wearing a shirt that said, a woman's place is wherever she wants to be. And then the next picture was just a picture of my earrings I bought from this girl from Etsy. And they said feminist. That was it. Just, and that's it. I just literally just captioned it. Same thing my shirt said.
Yeah.
Randomly, this guy, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Could
him.
Also not be a guy, because if you
Could
really
not
looked
be.
at the page,
His
Big
page
Johnson Inc. and all these things.
No. His was private. The guy who originally commented on my picture, his profile was private, and he commented on my picture and said something to like, pretty much called me like a fat hog. What the fuck else? That I eat too much. And the sad thing is so he did it on that picture, and then he goes on to do it on like 3 of my best pictures of myself, like literally, like, so I'm like, bitch, if you're gonna come for me when I'm like not looking great. Like you just comment, I look fantastic. So it's like, I don't really know what you want.
But you know for a fact that person was that page? It wasn't just a troll page?
It could have been, but it was a private page with like 100 followers. Like
could have been a troll page.
I could definitely be, but it also was like,
because I looked at the stats on it, and he worked at Big Johnson's Inc.
Yeah.
That's
no,
troll.
wait, in like Nashville or something.
Yeah, but you like Muhammad is notorious for this, like setting the location to be like
your mom's house,
and it could be like in Afghanistan or some shit.
Just never know.
So it's like,
you're right.
He could have been just a very elaborate troll page, or maybe it was a legit page and he turned it into a troll page, or she. Yeah. We don't know. He
or she, whatever. But just, and like, it was, not fine. Nothing about it's fine. Yeah. But so I'm just like, oh, you're an idiot, whatever. And then he goes on to the people who comment on my picture, goes to their pages, starts talking shit.
So all the people that had commented like
on my thing that were like, you go girl or something, being sweet. Like, and then he goes on there.
He also commented on
roasted them.
My girl's.
Did he
comment on like your page or something? I think she commented on something on your page or a friend of y'all's page, like where y'all have a mutual friend. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, "Ooh, I really got her, didn't I?" Like, tagged her and tagged you or somebody else.
The other, yeah.
Because I brought it up, like, because I talked to her. I was like, I'm gonna have her on and like kind of discuss what happened. And then she's like, "Well, he did that to me too, but not like to the extent."
Yeah.
Like I was just like, because he like added her, but the comment was so strange to understand. We couldn't figure out if it was directed towards her, directed towards the picture it was about, because all he said was
weird.
What?
I really got her or something like that.
Yeah.
So we don't know who, because Paige didn't say anything about anything. It was like, wow, this is a pretty picture, and then he was like, yeah, I really got her.
He just was like, going around like just shitting on other people, and then he was going on other people's pages and tagging me and saying like, tell your friend she eats too much. Tell your friend she's a fat hog. Tell your friend, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I stopped replying to it, then he was like going to my people and being like, tell your friend, tell this, or ooh, I got her, that's why she's being quiet, and this and that. I reported every one of his comments. I reported the profile. I literally reported it so many times. Got whoever that I was around, I'm like, hey, report this, posted it, report this. Yeah. Did not get nothing's like, a couple comments got taken down, but like nothing really else. Like everything.
Now, can you delete off of the stuff that he posted on your pictures? You can just delete those off, right?
But I left
because they're on your pictures, right?
Yeah, but I left it. I left all of his comments on my stuff. Because I think, I'm not gonna delete it because he said what he said, and that's, I don't know. It's just kind of like, if that happens to someone else, and like someone comments on their picture and then they take it seriously and then they get upset, you know what I'm saying? Then or like, someone who gets like hate on their picture, they can see like, I also got hate too, but bitch, the shit don't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter because who is this person? Yeah. Nothing. He's nothing, nobody. So I don't really care. Like, I care that he could do that to someone else, or that he thinks he could like get a rise out of me or something. But I don't care that it didn't affect me. So I just left it because I'm like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I guess that's.
Did you block him or anything?
Mm-mm.
That's how you get him back. You
So
blocked him. Don't let them affect you.
right.
Yeah.
So I did block him until I blocked him, like immediately blocked him, and then other people started telling me like, you know, hey, that guy messaged you is doing this to me. So I couldn't see anything because it was blocked, you know. So I unblocked him and I could see all the comments and everything like that on other people's stuff. And then I was just like, don't fuck, like, because there was like one girl like that was really kind of upset. Like he did it to her, and like I have no idea who she is. You know what I mean? But I was like, I hope that you know he's a fucking dumbass, and this is like pointless.
That's my, I guess. From where I stand or whatever, my first thing would be block him. I obviously don't like. It doesn't matter to me, so I'm not gonna like ponder it. You know what I'm saying? And if other people are feeling that way too, then they can just do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if it doesn't, it's not affecting. I mean, yeah, it's like if somebody started commenting on my shit and blowing me up or whatever. I mean, that's the first thing I would do is just like block them and be like, okay, because if they do it to somebody else, they also have the power to do the same thing I did.
In a weird way, shouting him out, even though you don't say his name, like even pretty much what we're doing. But yeah, we're such a small podcast. Who knows? But it's like in a weird way, you're giving him power because he's getting a reaction, whether or not he's gotten to you. Because you're like saying like, hey, watch out for this guy, everyone. That for some reason is going to give him.
Low-key gives him power, I feel like.
In a weird way, yeah.
It
gives him acknowledgement.
It's weird because some people will get power out of shit like that.
It's like that classic debate. Like, I don't know if you know this, but like law enforcement agencies have a real issue when they have a serial killer announcing they have a serial killer. Because it gives them the power. And then also they'll have copycats. So it makes the county or the area and the environment, the community more susceptible to those types of attacks. So it's like they don't know when to come out with it because they don't know, hey, it's gotten to be such a big problem. Maybe we should go live with this. Yeah. Or keep it under wraps and we take care of it ourselves. So it's like that kind of dilemma. At what point?
I think that if it was really harming me, if it really did harm me, or if it really bothered me, like, I would definitely do that. But another kind of, like, not like a point I was trying to make, but I guess kind of like just to show, like, this shit happens. Like, this happens to girls all the fucking time. I cannot tell you how many girls message me, like, dude, this happens to me all the time. Or this, or whatever. And they're like, thank you for, like, at least showing it. Because it happens so, like, this is not the first, second, third, fourth. It won't be the last, you know? Yeah. And what I was just trying to do with it is just show, like, hey, like, we're in an age where everyone is living via social media. This shit is going to happen. Don't take it seriously. Fuck this dude. I'm not going to say his name on my story, but I'm going to let y'all know, like, this shit is serious.
That's a good point happens.
Of view. Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like deleting it and stuff is not, like, I totally see, like, you're like, I don't want to do this, you know? Yeah. But I'm like, you know what? I got time. Time. Like, let's talk about it. You want to talk about it? You want to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Happens all the time. And it's just like, people don't show it as much.
It's weird being in an age now where literally everybody can have an opinion.
Yeah. Also,
everybody has always had their own opinion, but
you can express it so freely and
we're in a new generation
limited.
Literally anybody can say anything on whatever subject and can post about it and can do all this kind of stuff. So it's like it's a weird thing that we're still trying to figure out that I feel like not everybody's gotten the grasp on yet. You know?
Yeah. Also, like coming from the fighting world, like. Maybe you don't fight. I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
MMA fight?
Yeah, or just fist fights anybody.
I mean, I fought people.
But like typically,
I like to talk.
She's like, I fuck up somebody, bro.
What's up, dude?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
But in the typical in the fight world, you're not gonna talk shit unless you can do something about it. Like if say I was talking a shit.
Shit.
No, I said talking a shit.
Taking a shit.
If I was taking a shit.
Okay.
No, if I was talking a shit online and I had something to say to somebody, those type of people will never say that shit to your face. That person would never say that to your face.
I literally just told my friend this today. I was like, she was like asking me about it.
They're brave because it's online.
I was like, of course it's easy.
There's no real face. Yeah.
Everybody's so.
But that's
brave.
even like this generation, like, so like that's like same shit with like cancel culture. Why do we cancel people? Because we're uncomfortable and don't want to have a conversation and, you know, communicate with them. Hey, this is wrong. Let me teach you something. Yeah. This is why you shouldn't think this. Or, hey, maybe read this article. But instead, everybody just cancels everybody. No one's fucking learning from that. Yeah. You don't learn that you can communicate with someone and be like, hey, this isn't cool. Anything. No, it doesn't teach anyone anything.
It makes me wonder sometimes, like, the people that cancel certain people. I'm not talking to, like, this situation.
No, yeah.
But sometimes I feel like the people that cancel people might be doing something like that already that they're afraid of. So they're like, ooh, they're jumping on the bandwagon. I know how bad this is. Yeah.
Ass, basically.
I mean, as soon as you hop on board with canceling, like, pretend so-and-so said something racist and you're like, yeah, cancel them. Yeah. You're in the spotlight as, oh, they can't be racist because they also agree that they should be canceled.
And now if anything ever came out, bro, you're buried. You're buried worse than the person you're burying because you stood for the exact opposite. You made a stance. It's weird.
Well, and honestly, with this is kind of going off not the cancel culture thing, but with the whole social media thing, like you're talking about, people are very brave through a keyboard. Mm-hmm. People don't.
Very, dude.
They're not the same way when they talk in person, and that's kind of one thing that I've tried to carry onto social media is that I don't post anything or talk about anything that I wouldn't say in person. Yeah. And I think if more people were like, okay, would I tell that to somebody's face? Or would I say that to somebody's face? Yeah. Would I talk about that in a public place? If you wouldn't, there's no point in posting it. Right. Why are you, what, you know, you're not.
For sure.
It's not, you know, so whenever I go to post something, it's like, would I ever actually, is that something I want to talk about or would bring up or what? If not, then no. There's no need for me to post it. Yeah. You know? It's like, dude,
people are wild nowadays because nobody can be held accountable.
Dude.
For social media, you can just hide behind a fake account. Mm-hmm. Unless you have somebody that can really track that down, that is like an expert at computers and shit like that. Maybe you can find what that IP is addressed to and shit like that. Mm. I had the same situation happen to me like 6 years ago or something like that. But I had these two dudes that were fucking with me, and they were tagging me on, I don't know how this page. I feel
like I remember what you're going to say.
They were like tagging me on some like bullying type thing. If I remember correctly, it was like this gay porn page. And it was linked to me, and I'm like, I don't know who these two dudes are. Like, I legit didn't know who they were. Yeah. I even looked at their pages, and I was like, I don't know them or anybody they know. But they were like, they tagged me on it, and they were like, this is what you're into. And I'm like, I don't even know who this is. I just blocked them and just moved on. But I was like, it affected me differently. I was just like, what the hell did I do? Yeah. Do I know these people? Did I insult them or like in some weird way? I have no idea where that happened or why that happened, I should say. Still have no idea to this day.
I can promise you we're probably going to get tagged in a lot more gay porn Instagrams after that people see, you know, the Some People Suck cover.
Dude, I sent this to my dad, like the podcast.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa. And I was like, what's up? And he's like, you might want to change that. And I was like, change what? And he's like, looks like y'all are kissing.
I love it.
And I was like,
I love it.
I was like, we are kissing. And he goes,
it's just so sweet. I think it's so sweet. I love watching like bros be like, you know, like, not, what is the word? What's the word? Like being affectionate. I love seeing like two bros.
Dude, that's weird. We're getting that from so many people we know. Like, do you know Josh Shelton?
No.
Okay, his name's Kitty. He was on like the third podcast.
His name is Josh,
okay,
but
he goes by Kitty.
Yeah, we call him.
Well, I call him Kitty. Nobody else calls him Kitty apparently. But
precious.
It's because I hired him on at Journeys, I guess. Yeah, I hired him on at Journeys, and the same day he came in, I was wearing a cat shirt. He was wearing a cat shirt, and then on my lunch, like weeks later, because I didn't like him at first because of the way he approached the getting the job thing, but I got him a Hello Kitty cookie, and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna call you Kitty, dude. And I've been like the only person that calls him Kitty, I guess.
That is so cute.
Yeah, I mean, I call him Kitty now because that's...
Yeah.
I thought Kitty was his real name for probably 3
Because that's how I introduced him. I was like, this is Kitty. This is Hilton.
Yeah. And Kitty and Hilty. And I was like, oh, what's up, dude? And like, I shit you not, probably 3 years. I thought Kitty's name was actually Kitty. And then I was like, what's your Instagram? And he was like, probably Josh. And I was like, wait, what?
It's like legit called Probably Josh. Not Probably Josh.
Probably Josh.
Dude,
no. So I was
sick.
like, wait, Josh, what? And he was like, yeah, that's my name. I was like, wait a minute.
You're like,
what?
Oh, I thought you were Kitty. He's like, I'm Kitty.
Kitty was your real name.
But anyways, his wife messaged us and was like, I just listened to the podcast you had on with him, and then you had not on, and you were talking about Josh, and like, I love how you guys love so openly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? I say how I feel.
Like, yeah, I'm like...
It's so cute. It should be so normal. But
open and honest about... I think that's one thing.
Dude, we have like a secret handshake. Well, I guess it's not super secret, but like, we have a handshake.
Now I know. Wait.
Do you know who Secret Squirrel is? Okay, cool. Lost.
No.
Didn't land.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's like an old cartoon from back in the day. Secret Squirrel.
Is he wearing a cape?
He's wearing a trench coat and a bandana on his eyes, but it's like cut out so you can see, and he has a like detective hat on.
No.
Secret Squirrel, bro. You'd like it.
Probably not.
You'd really like it. Guess what? I know you.
Aww.
You'd like it. Anyway, so it makes me feel like that, like Secret Squirrel, like that's our thing. But we do that,
it's our thing. I have no idea what it is.
So that goes to show you how much we communicate. Apparently,
it's because I love him so much. Like I feel like he knows it because it's in my heart.
That is, I'm gonna fucking cry.
You're like, I don't love you like that.
Yeah, I mean.
But anyways, we end the handshake with a hug.
Yeah.
Every time we see each other.
Every time.
Because it's my boy.
And
because I tell all my boys I love them.
Yeah. If it's your
That's
boy, you
good.
tell him you love him.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Yeah. If somebody's
if I'm vibing with somebody, like I could have just rolled with you, which is like jujitsu. And we could have just like fought to the death, is what it feels like. And I'd be like, love you, dude. Thank you for that. Because it's like I just bond with people, and I'm like, this is how I feel. You can choose to respond. But I'm going to let you know I love you.
Well, I feel comfortable saying that to like all my homies, all the people that I'm close with, whether they feel it or not. I'm always like, love you, dude. Peace out. And they're like, what?
That's so good though, because then you're like,
dude,
love. They love me.
Man. I love a lot of people. I'm okay with it, you know? But yeah, we love Kitty. He's a great guy.
Yeah. I've said this once before, and I'll say it again. Greatest human alive. Yeah. To ever exist.
Yeah.
He's a great person.
He really is a good dude. He really
Kitty,
is.
can you come in the room so we can meet you?
Yeah, he just busts open the door.
He's like, you rang. It's Kitty at the door.
Aww.
So talk a little bit about some of the art stuff that you've been doing. What's going on with
at Cass?
At Cass. By the way, one of the most fire handles, I think.
Do you think so?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
At Cass.
At Cass. That's like so sick.
I couldn't think.
Every time I see it pull up on like Twitter or something, I'm like, I love it. Every time.
I think I have the best handle of all time, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
This is the homie?
Yeah, whatever, dude.
I mean.
Are you the guest?
Sorry, my bad.
Anyway.
No, but I couldn't find anything that was free. And I was like, Cass. And then, everyone, they're like.
That'd be a good one.
My name's like.
Cass.
All right, my name's now Cass.
Officially changed.
Sounds like cash.
Yeah.
Man.
Cass.
You're like on your phone right now changing it real quick. You're like,
let me see if anybody's got it.
I actually, that's so weird. Like 2 days ago, I thought about changing it to something, but I was like, I feel like I can't.
You're so recognizable by that.
That by
sucks.
Cass, yeah.
That's why when I started mine, I thought so long before I started mine.
That's good. That's
I don't even know what it used to be. Like when I first had Instagram, because I had it in like 2014, and then I deleted it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I restarted it.
No, but I think yours is good too. But also, I
pretty
thought about
fucking
changing
good.
it, couldn't change it. But I just started doing, digital art, like the beginning of COVID. No, not even. Probably like 2 months into COVID. So I just started doing like digital stuff this little past year.
But you didn't drawing for a
drawing.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
because
that's
like your shit is definitely recognizable to be you.
You think so?
Yeah. You have like a signature to it. Like I don't know what to call it.
It's like your own kind of style.
It's almost like a fingerprint of like the way your shit is.
Really?
That's
so cute.
I think you see that in people that are like talented in different ways. Like whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's they all kind of have their own recognizable thing. Yeah. And as soon as you see it, you're like, oh yeah, of course. Or like designers, they all have their own kind of spin on
like
things.
Everything off-white. You can tell everything is off-white because
Yeah. But the same thing with your art. It's like you have kind of that like you're talking about fingerprint that is just yours.
Yeah, it's very unique.
That's sweet. So well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
What are you like? What's your goal with it?
I try not to really set like a goal. Like I'm not really trying to reach anything.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to be disappointed if I don't reach anything. I literally had a meltdown cry last night because I was like, I feel like I should be further. Like I've been doing art for so long. Like, and I'm like,
bro,
I
everybody's
should be.
journey is
but that's
journey.
the thing. Yeah. It's like you just don't know how long it's gonna take, and that's fine. Like I enjoy doing it, and that's what pretty much I was talking to Muhammad about it, and he was like growth is not linear.
Yeah.
Your come up will not be linear.
Yeah.
But ideally, what I would like to do is either do like some sort of skate brand or definitely be with like a skate company.
You'd be sick on Welcome skateboards.
So I messaged the fuck out of Welcome.
Really?
That's
so fire,
they did message me back and they said
you could do a complete line, bro.
The only
whole team.
God, dude.
I tried. They have the artists picked. Like
it's probably like they come up and they have boys or they have girls. Like they're family type people.
Yeah, but I did get in touch with one skateboard company that did say that they would let me.
That's fine.
That's Pizza Skateboard. I don't know.
What?
I've heard of them. Yeah. I think Zoomies carries them.
Yeah. So Pizza, I've been in contact with them for like a few months, and I've sent them like my designs before I started doing digital. I drew everything, but everyone thought it was digital, but it was just like I don't know on paper.
You're like it's just that fucking good.
But no, because like when stuff is black and white,
like considered a robot, how good I do it. That's fine.
No. But I don't know. They were like, it's COVID right now, so which I was like, and they still they'll still message me here and there and like my stuff, so I know they're still there, but I'm like, please, like any brand, like I would love to design like how you're saying like a line, like what I mean, like how I just love like just skate art. That shit is the sickest shit I've ever
it'd be also really cool is if you got with like a local company, like whatever the brand may be, like pizza or like graffiti pizza. I don't know if that's just local, but like something like that, and you like designed a shirt for them and it was like something they sold. Yeah. And like you got I don't know if it's like a royalty you would get or like how they would do that, but like it'd be cool if you could do shit local too.
Yeah. Or I've reached out to, the thing is just like it's,
or you could do like Plus Skate Shop. Have you heard of them?
Yes.
That's fire.
Yes.
They do like their little drunken guy.
Yes. It's the shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, like they already have their, that's the thing. So that's why lately I've also been like considering, I'm like, should I make a fucking brand? Like, but then it's like the come up of making a brand, you have to get it, what's the word? Like when you trademark it and then getting it out there and this and that. It's just like, if I could just get on with a brand, you know what I'm saying? At least that would open the door for me. Definitely. Or like,
dude, you know what you should do?
You should
honestly, you should just hold out, because like the umbrella of talent that's in this town.
Oh,
you, Muhammad, Nod, Dallas, us. I know we all do different things, but it's like we could be our own.
So much going on right now in Pensacola, and a
lot of people popping off.
Yes,
so cool, and it's so cool to see people that are around in our generation or around our age that are all coming up at once. You know what I'm saying? We're all kind of making that next step and like doing these big things. Yeah, so cool to see.
You're absolutely right, and that's like with like Muhammad and everything. Like him and like a few of his people or whatever. It's like 777. Like that's like their. And everyone's like, what is it? What is 777? It's like, is it a group? Is it this? Is it that? It's just like, it's just like a fucking gang, and not a gang, but you know what I'm saying.
You're like, we murder people, no big deal.
Just
don't get in our way.
No.
We was on paper 3 times last week.
But they're very much like, if one of us makes it, we're all gonna fucking make it.
Yeah.
And like that's the same. Like I mean, you've been homies with him for so long. Like you know what I'm saying? If he makes it, like he's gonna bring everybody with him. Like that's the goal. But you know what I'm saying?
It's like the Adam Sandler thing. Do you know about that? Mm-mm. So Adam Sandler made it, and he brought all his friends with him in every movie. Watch any Adam Sandler movie, you're going to see the same actors in every movie, and it's all people that are unknown. But it's all the same people in every single one of his movies.
That is so
like, watch Mr. Deeds or, like, Big Daddy or...
It's all the same.
All the same people are in his movies. Like
after all the years and everything.
Yeah. I mean, he provides for all his friends, dude.
That's, like, his main goal for the
like,
whole thing.
That's how... I feel like... This is weird, but I feel like not one of us is just gonna pop. I feel like all of us are at this trajectory of like.
I'm excited to see when it actually happens.
Yeah.
How explosive it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's weird. It almost feels like we're the media outlet of the group. Like we're gonna be like.
Like I'm starting to get chills just thinking about like it's like it's just super exciting to see everything going on right now. And I'm part of it.
I wonder if it's like how your thing is with art, like. We started doing podcasts, but like we were having conversations like this forever, which is why we are as tight as we are. Yeah. But like we knew as soon as we started talking like this, I was like, there's something here.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
There's something with us.
With this, yeah.
And we have other friends like that, like Dallas, Nod, Kitty.
Mm-hmm. Where every time you get together, it's always like
it's
nothing
like,
ever happened. We could not see each
time
other
freezes.
for a year.
Yeah.
And then we get together and it's like just
take
like
it
that
back
again.
up.
Could waste a whole day talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have people at work ask me all the time, like, dude, your podcast was like an hour and a half. How you get it that long? And I'm like, we have to stop. Dude. Like, we get 2.5 hours. We just did, what, 2.5 hours with him?
2.5 hours with Kim.
And we're like, hey, we got to get done soon because we have a next, like, we could talk for fucking ever. People are like, you should do 30-minute episodes. And I'm like, what are we going to do? Introduce ourselves and then get off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes some time.
People don't understand, too, that we're like, we talk like this off the podcast.
Yeah.
Every time we're hanging out, this is basically what it is. He'll get shit and I get off work. As soon as I come home, we're standing in the kitchen for like an hour just talking.
Dude, he could get here at 8. And I'm like, dude, I got to open in the morning and we'll be talking for 4 fucking hours.
Yeah.
How long? You guys have been friends for how long?
I've been
2016 is when we met.
Yeah, 5
So,
years.
2016, like summer 2016, so 5 years.
Yep.
But that's my family.
Yeah.
For life.
bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
I kill somebody for him. So step up.
That.
What's up with it?
Yeah.
You see this? Security, cuz.
Dude, security, dog. Security.
Security.
Dude, there's like 5 people in my life that are like that.
Ride or die, baby.
Like, for fucking sure, homies for life.
Mm-hmm. Let's shout them out. Who are they?
So you, Kitty, Nod.
Nod is sick. He's such a
He's
sick.
He's in the hospital right now. He is so sick.
Is he really?
No,
he's not.
I'm saying like he's sick like that. Sick with it?
Right, man. That one. That was a little
all right.
Yeah, but he is a dope humor.
Nod for sure. Nod is because we all met through Zoomies or whatever, so we all had the same conversations we had with him separate or whatever. Yeah. So it was really cool to have all of us together having one of those conversations. It was like, oh shit. I mean, we've had them before, right?
Yeah.
But Nod is definitely like one of the really, really good homies.
Yeah. And Nod's isn't he doing?
He's doing Naughty.
Yeah. Of course, man. I saw that shit. I was
That's him right there.
I wish my fucking name could add my name already has a Y at the end. First off, people don't even know my name's Cassidy. They think it's just Cass. So when I do say Cassidy, they're like,
wait.
Who?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's me. But I don't have, like, Naughty, bitch, are you kidding me? Yeah, Cass, so Cassie. You know?
Cassie sounds like Lassie, and Lassie died, didn't she?
R.I.P.
Yeah, way to bring that up.
R.I.P.
Or no, that was Old Yeller. Old Yeller died. Old Yeller was shot like a gangster in the backyard.
Yeah, and
had to put her down.
Somebody asked him who did it, and he was like, "Fuck you," just like Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got shot in a Mercedes-Benz in Las Vegas. Talking about
Lassie?
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't.
Pulled up.
They
drove off.
The dog cops
wild.
Like, what's going on? The K9 unit was there.
Dude,
trying to talk
they
to
just
him.
rolled up and was like, roar, 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 roar.
Yeah. This bit is not going to work. I can tell you that right now.
No, that's how Tupac got shot. Was like after a Mike Tyson fight, he was shot on the Las Vegas Strip. Just roll up.
And then the cops came up after it happened and asked him who did it, and he was like, "Fuck you," and then just died. Not there, but yeah. The cops were like, "Dude, we're trying to help you. Like, what happened?" And he was like,
he said, "We do not fucking talk to police, bitch.
Yeah,
go fuck yourself." Damn, I'd be
the
like, get someone else to talk to me really quick. I need to tell someone, but not you.
You could ever do. Ever.
Yeah.
For real. But yeah, good homies, dude. Really good homies.
Yeah.
And I miss Muhammad too. Honestly, I haven't seen Muhammad. Like Gordon
he
lives
right
the street. So
that's
like,
how I knew where your house was.
Out of nowhere, I'll have like when I first started moving in here and getting everything settled before you moved in, I had like Gordon and Yusuf and Corey, Caillou and all them over or whatever come over and hang out. Yeah. And I haven't seen Muhammad in like a while since probably World of Beer last time I was down there.
I just saw him last night.
You fucking text him, his little ass will be right on over.
I know. Well, a couple months ago.
Weird, he was supposed to be on before you. But this whole thing happened, and I was like, gotta have her on.
Yeah.
Because it's so relevant in the world and everything. Gotta have you on.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Muhammad, how's that feel,
has he said
bro?
anything? Does he know you're on?
No. Yeah, he knows I'm on.
Is he pissed?
No.
Okay,
he didn't
cool.
tell me that, though, because I was like, Muhammad, you know this podcast? And he said, yeah. Like, you know, like, why the fuck am I asking him this?
Yeah.
And then I was like, they asked me to be on. Isn't that crazy? And he's like, not really. Like, what's so crazy? And I was like, I don't know. Like, you know, what about, you know, and that's probably why he was saying it wasn't crazy, because he got offered.
Yeah.
But he did. I'm sure he just didn't tell me because he didn't want to, like, you know what I mean?
Our offers are weird. We're like, we gotta have you on soon.
No,
That's
it's sick as fuck. I literally was like, when you asked me, I was just like, I'm so emotional.
She's like, I gotta pull over.
I was like,
sit down for a minute.
I don't know, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm
making us feel like a big deal over here.
Yeah,
I mean
we, you know.
it kind of is. You're inviting someone. You know, like, this is y'all's thing. You're inviting someone onto.
It's like an
thing.
open conversation.
Honestly,
we want you to feel as comfortable as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We love,
really, this is like to get your like yourself out, like
which I do
who
not
you
do.
are, your story, things that have happened.
Yeah.
How many fucking times I've talked about me living in a trailer?
Dude.
Too much.
God.
Could have been called Trailer Boys.
Don't know how many of the podcasts you've listened to. This motherfucker brings it up every time. Every podcast. Okay?
Did you
even
mention
this
it?
one.
You go ahead and talk about it a little bit now.
Trailer.
Dude, I will punch you in the fucking face. I swear to God.
I love
your trailer. I love
in
your
the
trailer park stories. Don't get me wrong.
Oh my God.
I love them.
They're good. You should listen to the podcast.
Every
The trailer
episode.
park. The trailer. What?
The Trailer Park Boys episode is funny as shit. I'm a fan of this.
One of your.
I hate to say
fan
that.
of
I
us.
listen.
I listen to.
I'm a
I listen
listener.
To what?
Long
Some
time
people
listener,
don't-
first time caller. I love the podcast.
Long time.
Y'all's
listener.
podcast.
Yes.
If
Yeah,
you don't
we
love what
listen
you're
to
doing,
it.
that
Yeah.
would be,
Yeah.
you know, that's like literally Muhammad will be fucking playing his song on repeat, bitch,
Yeah.
in the shower, in the car, in the kitchen, in the living
He's
room,
like, I love this shit.
constantly playing
Got
his
you,
song.
though.
And I'm like, you know, sometimes I'm like, okay, come on. But I'm like, that's so sick that you love your shit so fucking much that you can listen to it like that, you know?
It's
Or
funny.
you
See,
can
ours
see it
is
like
definitely
that.
not as talented.
Yeah, no, we're not.
We're
there
like,
yet.
dick
Yeah,
joke.
we're not there.
No, yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
it
definitely
is.
not. We're definitely not to that point yet. But it is funny because, I'll be listening at work.
Dude, how many clips we have of us just dying laughing? We just posted one today.
I saw.
Dude,
Which
the one about you, it took you 30 fucking minutes to
Oh,
Google a
it's a
$300
Google?
million boat, which doesn't exist.
it's
Still doesn't exist.
Dude,
The most you ever found was like $100 million.
And you
that
thought
was
it
a
was
sheik's boat.
$50,000.
And we're talking about oil money, bro.
You're talking. You said it
They
was
have
like
trillions of dollars. You
You
think a
s-
$300 million boat would exist? If
Bro.
anybody exists, it exists with them.
Bruh.
He's
You
wrong.
thought it was
And he just
50
can't let it go.
You
He's
thought
wrong.
it was like a $50,000.
What?
No. I said
a
10 million. I
300-foot
said maybe
mega
10
yacht.
million.
300-foot mega yacht.
Cool.
Okay?
Not $300 million worth, though.
Wait, what is
Pull it
that?
up, bro.
Gonna
You've
What's
had
that-
weeks
you.
now.
What's the
Pull it up,
problem?
bro.
What's the discussion? What's the issue?
So
He's
Conor
trying to
McGregor
say-
pulled up to Fight Island, which
Okay.
none of this is probably going to make sense, but he
Well,
pulled
let's
up to
try.
Fight Island on a yacht.
Okay.
A yacht is a big boat.
Yes.
But like
Yes, it
I don't
is.
know the smallest yacht. Like I don't know where the yacht starts.
Like, when is it a yacht? When it has
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bathroom on it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Right? So I don't know the world's biggest, but homeboy said, "Oh, that's a $300 million boat."
It's a $300 million boat.
There's no proof
to the yacht that Conor McGregor pulled up on.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is the problem between? What is the argument?
The price doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a $300 million
has,
boat.
Yes, huh? Yes, huh?
You're both wrong.
$300 million boat.
I will wrestle both of you guys.
Literally 300
for a title. There's called the $300 million boat title, bro.
You know what?
It doesn't exist.
I guarantee it does.
Don't look like a fool. Yeah, do not Google it.
I know.
You're gonna look like a fool.
I was like, you know what? I don't want to write
hold on. If a sheik, do you know what a sheik is? Like oil money. If they don't have it, oil money,
brethren,
doesn't make Forbes list
because it hasn't been sold.
Show me what's up, bro.
You know that
because
just Google.
Hasn't been sold. It doesn't have a price yet.
Listen, Google $300 million boat.
Wait, Conor McGregor built the boat that he pulled. Okay.
See,
I mean,
his conversation over here, his argument's falling apart.
That is literally
inside a billionaire's $300 million super yacht.
Let's
see it, bro.
Inside a Russian billionaire's $300 million super yacht.
Let's see it, bro. Let me have fun. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Yeah. You believe everything on YouTube?
Sometimes.
The internet is always true.
The internet would never lie.
Bro, this shit was made up by you. Dude, it's nothing but ads, bro. This shit doesn't exist.
Dude,
this is fake, bro.
I'm just really surprised that he doesn't believe that there's such things as
$300 million. This boat is
$300 million
for sure.
Dude.
No way.
It's
Wall Street
insane,
Journal.
Dude.
You believe Wall Street Journal?
Dude, you're insane.
That's not a boat. Look,
that's not a boat. It's a house on water.
Okay, look.
That's a mansion on water.
There's a boat. There's a picture of a boat at the beginning, right?
Is that the boat?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, but think about every one of those pieces of glass that they just showed in that china cabinet.
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, that's not the boat, bro. This is an edited video to make me wrong, and I'm not buying it for 1 fucking second, dude. Dude, you and your little Wall Street Journal people.
Yacht for $300 million, $134 million.
Listen, the only $300 million boats that exist are fucking cruise ships. We're talking like big money boats.
Yeah, but so they exist. So they exist.
Yeah, but that's not a yacht. That's a cruise ship.
What's the difference?
$300 million billionaire super yacht.
He's pulling things out of his ass now.
I mean,
he's Googling some weird shit.
I'm telling you,
it's not even real.
These are $300 million boats.
I'm not wrong, and I will fight you for
it. Dude, you're so crazy. I don't understand how you don't. Look, here's a $500 million one.
Oh, cool.
You want to get real crazy?
Because now all of a sudden you're finding them. It took you an hour the other day. You couldn't Google $300 million boat?
I was trying to find the exact one to find a sale price for it because I was going to prove you insanely wrong.
He makes an offer on it, and then he's the last offer.
They email me back. They email me back. They say, yeah, $258 million, and I'm like, wow,
she just did a Tom bit.
What?
I'm shopping for the private jet that
best suits my needs. Well, maybe not now.
Our favorite comedian, you just did very similar of a bit.
What's his name?
Tom Segura.
Tom Sahu.
Wow.
Segura. What is say it one more time?
Hater.
No, I'm not. Say it
Tom
slowly.
Who?
Say it slowly.
Don't let him hear this.
Say it again.
Tom Segura.
Tom Segura.
Yeah, Segura. Segura.
Segura.
Yeah.
Segura.
Okay.
That's another one of his bits. We're like massive fans. We've seen him like 3 times.
Yeah.
That's our boy.
Watch his stand up way too many times.
Do not know any.
We're about to put you on. We're about to put you on game.
Stuff? You don't watch any stand up or anything like that?
You don't like laughing?
I'm not a big laugh guy.
You're like, I'm real against laughing.
Yeah.
No, I do love laughing.
I do a lot of crying, not laughing. Dude, that's weird that there's not like people that cry on stage and that's like their career.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be
so
sick.
Comedy.
You're like,
let's all come together.
My dog in 8th grade.
Listen to me. Muhammad always tells me that I tell the saddest stories. Like every time I try to talk to him.
Give me a good one.
A good sad
Give me a good sad one.
I mean, like I'll be telling a childhood story.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and then I have a lot of those.
And like it'll always end bad. So Muhammad's like into it at first. He's like listening. He's like, oh yeah, really, really, really. And then it ends bad. And he's like, Cassidy, I don't know what to say to your ends of your stories ever.
Like you're bumming us all out.
Yes.
He's like, wait, that's it?
Yeah. He doesn't say anything at the end of it because he's just like, I mean, that's tragic. And I'm like, isn't that funny? Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, it's not. Just like,
let's go story for story. I got some bad ones.
Oh my god, here comes the trailer park shit again, dude.
Is this a childhood trailer park?
Yeah, but you're first. Let's hear it. Let's hear a good one. Let me get a juicy one.
All right, let me think. I mean,
I can go first. You want me to go first?
Jesus. All right, yeah.
Okay. I was staying at my friend Grant's house, and he had moved from our trailer park to another trailer park. And it was across town, kind of. We lived off Dog Track. He lived in Perdido. So off Old Gulf Beach Highway. Like in those, do you know where the Big Red Barn is? It might be dating.
Is this
an old time?
I mean,
it used to be an old red thrift store off Old Gulf Beach Highway.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Yes, Big Red Barn.
Okay.
So he lived like back in those trailers, like on those strips.
Okay.
Like some of them are houses, but on his strip was all trailers. Staying at his trailer. We had built like a skate park in the back.
Sick.
There's a trail that goes from, like, the roads are like linear. So we had made a trail that kind of connected them all through the woods. And we're like, I'm over there one night and Grant isn't with me. He had to go home. And I'm like on my own, and I don't know where I was staying that night because that was weird that I wasn't with him. But I'm hanging out with this girl, Rhiannon, and this guy, and I can't remember the fucking guy, but the guy was like way closer to her than I was. I shouldn't have been hanging out with them. Like, I didn't know them like this. We're all sitting on a log in the woods, and like they're talking about something more adult than I was privy to. And then she goes, "You ever kiss a girl?" And I was like 15 at this point, and I was like, "No." And she goes, "You wanna?"
Oof.
And I was like, talk about the heat that came over my body. I was like,
oh, cannot imagine.
And I was like, I came up with the perfect response. I was like, I'm not gay. So that's the end of the story.
Oh.
I walked home.
Oh, no.
Not hanging out with them anymore for the rest of the night. She goes,
I ain't gay.
Okay, I was going to kiss you, but you ain't gay.
So, did you not kiss
I was so No, I didn't kiss her. I was so nervous that I was like, gotta say something to get out of this. What is readily available to grab and throw? In my head, I'm not gay was the closest thing to me.
Uh-huh.
The second closest was like, I ain't got AIDS. And I'm like, that's not going to work here. I'm not gay didn't work either.
Did you want to or not want to?
I'm sure I
don't
wanted
even know.
to.
Yeah, I would think.
But
I would think you'd say.
But I was
yes.
I was under such
way easier than saying I ain't gay.
I ain't gay.
I was
sorry.
It's actually
way
so less words.
Yeah, but
way
I was so caught off guard. I was like not prepared for this at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was skating all day, sweaty. I was like,
"What's your lips sweaty? What's going on?" Dude?
I stunk. I'm a big smell person, so I need to smell good. So if anything gonna happen, and if you're gonna be my first kiss on a log, I don't know you like this. I ain't gay.
But it was a girl.
Yeah, Rhiannon. Yeah, she was a girl. I'm a guy. Not a gay situation, but like I said, the closest thing in my head to throw.
Yeah, dude, see, I'm
been
way
so
confused.
Yeah, I also.
See? It isn't something
like,
to understand very well. It is a confusing story. What happened? I didn't even fully comprehend at the time. I was like, what the hell happened? I got back to his house because I guess I did sleep over there that night because I remember laying on his couch and then thinking about this. I was like, cool.
Into his house and you were like, "Hey, I ain't gay."
Everyone's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
He's like, we're going to bed, and we were watching the old Willy Wonka movie.
Oh, yes.
So Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, we were watching that, and I was like thinking the whole time, cool. Could have been such a good night. I mean, great film. Love the movie, but it's like right before this, I fucking ruined my reputation in this trailer park. Good thing I don't live here.
In the trailer park.
Reputation ruined.
In the trailer park. Damn.
There's levels even to the standards of
like
a trailer
hierarchy.
park. So there's a bad story. You're up.
I don't see. That's not really like super. Like I'm saying, like that doesn't end super sadly.
No. I didn't say it was a sad story. That's just like a bad story.
A bad story.
So we're going bad story for bad story. What you got?
I mean, this is gonna be an extreme. I mean, this is.
You asked for like the best sad story.
I didn't say the best.
I was thinking
give me something
a tragic
juicy.
one. This is kind of juicy.
I mean, it doesn't have to be death. Just give me something good.
No, yeah. I almost got 9 felony charges against me.
Almost?
Mm-hmm. Like I was in handcuffs, about to go to jail for 9 felonies.
I mean, don't give away the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me the start. What happened?
Pretty much me and my old friend, we're just hanging out. Like she just...
Age, what are we?
Probably 17, yeah. Because we just graduated high school. And she had a place that was her own. She lived there with my significant other at the time. And so whatever. We were young, we were smoking, whatever.
We were smoking.
Okay, but not if the police are listening. I don't smoke. But
police, heavy listeners.
Our number one demographic, actually. Yeah.
We actually only land in sheriff's offices.
Yeah.
So
police
might not want to tell this story.
So pretty much.
Hey, if you're listening, you're a cop. Don't listen anymore.
Yeah.
You're covered.
Out.
Well, there goes everybody.
Thank you.
There goes everybody.
Pretty much, I mean, whatever. So pretty much like we had smoked. I was working at the mall at the time. I was about to go to work at the mall. My friend and I walk outside, and there's two sheriffs in the front yard. And
they're like, we listen to the podcast.
They're like, we know what you're gonna do. No, They were like, hey, we need to, check the house because it was her father's house, and he was in jail for something, and they were coming in the house to make sure that it wasn't there. Yeah. And I was like, whispering her, I'm like, no, I'm like, please say no. So just so they wouldn't, hear me.
You're like, I stole some shoes from Walmart.
Her dumb ass was so high. She was like, yeah. And they go in the house, and of course, like, what do they find? Like, my ex-boyfriend lived there, and he was like selling weed and all this stuff. So she invites them to come in. I know all this shit, and I'm like, I know what there is in this house. Yeah. So I run into his room, put as much shit as I could find in a safe because they have to have a warrant, if it's in a safe. And pretty much the cop is at the door. I locked it, and they're shaking the door, like trying to get in. They're like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I didn't know what to say. So I was like, I'm having my periods. I'm changing my tampon in here. Don't come in. Like, in the middle of a bedroom, And they're like, no, like, let us in, blah, blah, blah. Let them in. They find all this shit. They're checking our purses. I tell them, no, you can't check my purse because there's no reason to. I don't live here. I'm just here, Yeah. They do it anyways. Dump all my stuff out, and there's like a sandwich bag in there with like little like weed crumbs or whatnot. And they're like, "What's this?" And I was like, "A sandwich bag." What was in it? I was like, "A sandwich."
You should have been like your mom.
So, I'm like,
I'm sure they would have taken that.
They would have been like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool."
Oh, she's a funny one. Okay.
So pretty much because I said that, they were like, pretty much he was like, "All right, she's the one," where this is it. So they're blaming me for all this shit that they find in the house. Like, crazy shit. Like stolen guns, stolen shit. Like, I'm telling you that these are the stories that I'm talking about,
Shit.
All this type of shit. Paraphernalia, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, the person who's here, whose stuff it is, isn't here. And we gotta arrest somebody. And I was his girlfriend. What? So he was like, boom, it's me. So... yeah, I just was sitting there. I was like, I'm about to go to jail. 9 counts of, 9 felony counts or whatever.
So how did you get out of it? Or like, how did they...
we sat there for 3 hours waiting for my ex-boyfriend to come home. Because I called him. I said,
you're like, hey, you got to come home. I can't tell you why?
No, he drove past the house. I saw him. And I was
turn
just
around.
Like,
I just saw you.
I didn't say anything though. But anyways, I just called him.
You're like, the cops are not here for you.
They're not here for you.
He's like, I saw them in the house, and it's not for you. We had them over for a sandwich.
Yeah.
So pretty much, he ended up finally coming back.
Wow.
I didn't get arrested.
So all this fell on him?
No, they let him go as well.
Oh, wow.
But they were going to take me. I don't know.
Lucky dog.
Oh, yeah.
But just some that's
gnarly.
Yeah,
now.
but that's also like
shit.
that's some, I guess, a sketchy story.
Yeah.
I don't know. My stories will just always... I don't know.
That is wild. I never...
They're just like...
For some reason, my childhood never had any, like, police situations.
Well, police don't go into trailer parks.
Also, yeah, like, my road was not on the county.
Yeah.
It was, like, a private road, so...
Sick.
Yeah.
Very private, then.
Yeah, like, I told this story...
They police themselves.
I told this story on a previous podcast, like, our neighbor... like, our neighboring trailer burned down to the ground... And it got burned down to the ground on purpose. Like, somebody set it on fire. They threw, like, a bottle full of gas inside, and it burned to the ground. No cops arrived ever.
Oh, my God.
Burned to the ground. The only thing that happened was a volunteer fire department truck
was just
came.
A guy
just to make sure it didn't spread. That's it.
By the way, volunteer fire truck, it was just a guy with a red F-150 who had a fire extinguisher in the back. That's what he means. It wasn't,
They call him Fire Truck Fred.
Firehouse
he had
subs
an
fire
FDNY,
he had that Firehouse subs thing, and he's like,
he
dude, I had a hook and ladder
I do this
today.
shit. What's up? Yeah.
He's like, I got that pickle jar in the back. You want to fill it up full of water?
Yeah.
We can put this right out.
I got what you need, baby.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm like, Firehouse Fred, you so cool. Can we ride in your
Fred.
Firehouse truck? And he's like, it's just a fire truck. You ain't got to say house.
Firehouse truck.
He's like, also just an F-150. You can just call me Frank.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where all this Firehouse talk came from. I'm like, you so cool, Firehouse Frank.
Damn. Because he's putting out a fire.
Yeah. We used to have our landlord, weird story, used to have our landlord come over in our front yard, and we would golf across the road the balls into the over the rivers neighborhood.
What?
So like our trailer's set up like this, and our road is also like that. And then across the road is like a strip of land, which is maybe like 50 feet deep, but it runs the whole road. And then there's trees, but then there's water. And then across the water is more trailers. And we would golf right into that neighborhood.
It's like a Gulf War between trailer parks.
Yeah.
And we would just full throttle. He'd bring like...
Y'all were just like, fuck that trailer park.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Just like letting it ride.
You'd hear people come out, okay! Enough with the
It's
ball!
enough. Yeah.
And he'd be like, Joe, because he was the landlord, he'd be like, no, you're good, man.
Just giving you.
I'm like, do you own that property, dude? And he's like, about to.
Belta.
Like, okay.
Yeah, that's like the biggest rivalry between the two trailer parks. That's awesome.
He's like, hush down, I'm about to own that. Yeah, dude, weird situations over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, didn't
I like
have any of those.
Ours was a lot more like, maybe not sad stories, but like
confusing,
weird stories. But it was always like it seemed like to end on lighter notes, you know?
See, that's the problem with me in telling stories. I don't know how to bring it
end on
back
a
to
lighter-
ending to a lighter point. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'll just be, I don't know, just telling a
just
story.
end on the.
And then it ends really low, and then
Real
everyone's
low.
just like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, at the end of that story, how did you guys, what you guys are like?
I mean, I was like,
Sketchy.
cool that y'all didn't go to jail.
Yeah,
Also
that was
true.
good.
True.
That was a good part
This
for
is
sure.
true.
I mean, jail wouldn't have been good.
No.
No, jail is not good.
Yeah, are there any funny stories from like back in the day? I could tell another one if you want to hear another one. I got them for days.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how. There's this. This is like just a story on how I discovered that. I don't know. I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't really know if it's like if I can talk. I don't know I can't say or what I can't
This
say.
is the Wild Wild West right now.
Really.
Okay.
We're not
Well, I
censored
mean,
by
like I don't
anybody.
want to like.
We sponsor ourselves, so fuck off if
Yeah.
you don't like what we're talking about.
All right. Well, this is like just a story on how I learned that God wasn't real to me.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
You're like, he came down and he was like, hey, man, forget all that.
It ain't it.
He said,
This
"You
ain't it.
ain't
Us,
coming."
we're not going to get along.
No,
We're good.
this is just it was second grade and there's this girl. She caught me picking my nose and eating it, and I mean it
You're
was
like, hey, bitch, keep it to yourself. Don't tell everyone.
so,
like-
yes.
Better not fucking say
You're like,
nothing.
you're going to eat a knuckle sandwich, dog. We're all going to be eating.
I mean, I was just kind of like, all right, whatever. She saw me, but then she comes up to me and she's just like, I told everyone that you picked your nose and ate it, and they think you're disgusting. And I'm like,
Wow.
Yikes.
You're like, God doesn't exist.
no. I
Tell
was
your
like,
parents.
I just looked at her and I was like, I swear to God, like there's other people listening. I said, I swear to God, I do not pick my nose and eat it. And they were like, if you're lying, God will strike you dead right now. So my second grade brain, like I was like,
What?
this is it. Like I'm about to be
This is
struck
it.
dead. And then I was like, I do not eat my boogers or pick my nose. I swear to God. And I didn't die. And
Wow.
literally,
And
like,
that was the,
I know
like,
that
light
this is
bulb?
weird. Yet ever
Yeah.
since then, it's
Yeah.
like
Really?
I've even tried. I have
Uh-huh.
tried, and
You've tried to eat your boogers or to die? I'm lost now. You've tried what? Which
tried
one?
to be
Both of them.
religious.
Okay. You're like, don't want to revisit the
thing.
booger
Right.
situation. You're like, I'm not going to touch on it if I still do. That's
so
going
I
to be a
currently
mystery.
still do. No, I don't. No, I don't. But no, I was like, ever since then,
You're like, because I actually have video footage that you still do.
I
She's
swear.
like, motherfucker! I hate that bitch.
She's like, yeah.
She's telling everyone. Like, she has like a framed picture of
Literally.
you as a child picking. You're like,
Oh no.
Oh my god. And of course, everyone listens to her, like, because she was like abnormally pretty for a second grader. Like, she was so pretty. I don't know. And everyone was just like,
don't worry,
I'm pretty sure girl.
Somebody also thought the same thing, and she had to deal with that.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
You said she was abnormally pretty for a second-year-old?
Second grader, yeah.
I'm sure somebody else thought that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna connect the dots then.
Yeah, it's okay.
She was just so pretty, and like she was just like that girl.
You got that part.
Like, I wasn't lost on that.
She was like the girl in second grade.
She was definitely the girl.
What?
I'm saying there might have been an older person that was like, that's a pretty kid.
Oh, gross.
So she called you out for boogers, but maybe somebody.
I hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not. Yeah, but I'm just saying.
But anyways, she fucking sold me out. So you know what? Actually, I don't know. Fuck that lady. I did write an entry about her.
I'm gonna pick my booger and she's gonna eat it.
She's gonna eat it and she won't even know. She ate my boogers because I flicked my boogers in her milk.
I made her a nice sandwich the next day.
Yeah, it's like, thank you for calling.
Full of lettuce and avocado.
No, I wrote about her in my diary at home. My grandpa found it, and I literally wrote, "Bink bink" is a like big fat doo-doo trash can or something.
Do you know her current name or her?
I do know her. I do know her current name, but I don't know her anymore. So I feel like it's weird.
That's fine.
I will never forget her name, her first and last. I'm like, bitch, I remember you perfectly. But anyway, what?
Just the way he said, "Damn, always remember, huh?"
Always remember.
Just saying.
It's weird the people I love, dude. Anyways,
but I don't even remember what I was saying.
You're like, you said you were gonna find her and kill her.
No,
that's not what you're. I'm sorry. I thought that's where it was going.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
It was that my grandpa found my diary entry
some
towards her.
Some people suck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people suck, and some people do suck. But make that into an opener. Just all you people like. Some people suck.
Yeah.
Anyways, everybody just say it.
Yeah, you should. That should be like the final.
I try to do that same thing with the word love. Try to make them all love me.
Say it.
Like, just tell me you love me.
It doesn't work
that's
that way.
That's so. You should do that. That's really good. I like that. I'm serious.
Say it.
Never mind.
Fucking right now.
But no, I had to read my journal entry about her to the class.
You know what would be even wilder is if we would have went over this story and you would have brought the journal story here now and just read it live.
Have the journal?
I'm sure at my grandparents'
you know what would be wild? Just read it on your story one day. Not say who it is. Just be like blank blank or bank bank as you said.
bank bank.
Bank bank. Just tell because maybe just like you told about the guy that this whole situation happened with, you could be like, look, see, life is relatable. Things happen to people.
Yeah.
So if you have a booger picking story, I do too.
Yeah. No.
You're like not telling people. I don't know if you know, but people listen to this.
Yeah.
You're like, I thought this was just for us. You mean you're not canning this and giving it to just us?
Just us.
Just edit this.
Yeah,
just
dude,
edit
I brought my booger
out.
story. I'm not about to let you guys air those.
Well,
I mean, it is relatable. Everybody used to eat their boogers.
Dude, yeah. I mean, some still do, you know? Yeah. Joey Diaz talks about picking his cocaine boogers.
Yeah.
Oof. He'll pick his booger, it still has cocaine in it, eat it, and then he'll start tripping again.
That was the...
Or
I could see that.
That's a thing for sure, dude.
It makes sense. It's not surprising.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's wild. He says sometimes he'll be like... and then he'll start tripping.
You hit the trip again.
Yeah.
You wake up at... Never mind.
Okay.
Yep.
There it is. Never mind.
It's okay.
There's a lot of never mind.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, with this guy.
Well, what was...
Let me tell you a story about this guy.
Uh-oh.
We were in the kitchen, I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about... We had just saw, or we were just talking about a comedian that's not doing so hot because, of a scandal that he went through.
Mm.
And I'm talking about, remember we saw him live at FSU. Remember, the foot, we took pictures of our feet holding the tickets, just our toes holding the tickets.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, that's wild. This girl took a picture in this, auditorium. And I was like, well, that looks familiar for some reason. I can't figure out why. And it was the FSU place. We went and saw the thing. And I couldn't figure out why. And I was like, called a memory.
Yeah,
that's what that's called. It's called a memory, dude. He goes, what do what do you call those when you like have been there
When you,
before? And I'm
like,
like, you're talking about a
something,
memory, dude.
But it like hits
You mean
in
like
a
deja
way.
vu?
No,
You're talking about a memory.
Yeah, just talking about a memory. I was like,
but I
it's
couldn't
okay,
get it
man.
because it hit me so weird. I was like, whoa, I know that place. Well, how do I know that? And then I was like, oh wait. And then I was trying to explain to him what
He's like, I had been there before, but I couldn't
working.
figure out why. And I was like, that's a memory.
Yeah,
dude.
and
He said that was our memory.
yeah, and then laughter ensued for.
Dude, we cried. I
15
fell on
minutes.
the ground.
Yeah,
Dude, how many
my
times?
dog almost had a seizure because she thought we were dying. Yeah, she was
Started
like, "What's
shaking,
going
bro.
on?"
Oh
She's like,
my
"What's going on?"
gosh.
She's like,
Poor
Daddy
baby.
dead on the floor.
She's
No.
like, well, fuck it. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times we're just dying laughing about fucking
and that's
nothing?
what sucks about this is sometimes I wish most of our conversations could be on here, but there's no way that we could just come in and sit down and talk, do all of our talking, all of our conversations on here. It would be so much.
We just wire the house for sound.
I was about to say, yeah, you should just be like.
It just becomes like a Big Brother house. You know what Big Brother is?
I don't, but I've heard it explained. I mean,
It's
I've
like-
never
it's
seen
like
it.
these people are living in a house and they cannot leave the house. They have to live in the house and the yard, and everywhere is a camera and a mic, even
Kind of like
in the
Truman
bathroom.
Show.
Oh, they don't. It's like a game show, so like they're aware of it,
Yeah.
but they have to. I don't even know how you progress through the season or anything like that. But
What do you
how do you
win?
win?
How do you win?
I don't know.
What's
You
the
survive.
point?
People,
Not the guy.
people just start dying.
What's
I
the
just
point?
remember that existing when I was a kid, and I was like, I watched a few episodes with like adults because I was so little, and I was like, wow, this is wild, dude. Like people
That's
are
a
living in
weird
this
idea.
house.
It's like reality TV, but on the highest level.
Yeah. There's a
Like
lady
Jersey
that
Shore.
once was on the show,
Uh-huh.
and she was kicked off because her and this guy were both drunk. Or he was kicked off, I guess. She was like flirting with him, and like they were doing the thing where she's sitting on the table, and he like comes up and puts his hands on her legs like this, like he's
Doing it.
know. And she's like, oh, like she's vibing, he's vibing, and then like he walks around and he picks up a knife.
Were they doing it?
No, they weren't having sex. It was just like sitting there and like vibing, like they were kissing and shit.
Okay.
Like just like real intimately.
Wow.
He goes around, picks up a knife, and then comes back to her and like he's like waving it around like this, and he's like talking inappropriately about like kind of the knife and shit, and it's like she could have been killed, but obviously it wouldn't happen.
Murdered.
Yeah.
What?
So he got
That's so
kicked off
weird.
because of like the violence factor of what could have happened.
What the
Yeah, for
They were
sure.
wasted.
What did he say? I gotta know.
I can't remember exactly. So like, look that shit up if you're listening.
Dude, that's
Big Brother
gnarly.
guy
Guy
got
with
kicked
knife.
off. Yeah, guy with
Guy
knife,
with knife.
for sure.
Ew.
Oh my god, that's so gnarly, dude. Oh,
Yeah, it was
that's crazy.
a lot of crazy shit
It's
has
so
happened.
weird that something that intimate, like, can go from that intimate like vibe moment under the influence of alcohol like that can go from that to that so quickly.
Dude, a
Even
lot
though
of
it wasn't
crazy shit has
apparently not
happened
in that
on-
intent, like with that intent. But if you're watching it, you're thinking, "Oh, they're about to, you know,"
Yeah.
and then, "Oh, he's about to stab her."
Dude, some crazy
Real
shit has
quick.
happened off of like talk shows. Like, I want to say the last name was Jeffries, but it's. Do you remember the Sally Jeffries show? Mm-mm. This was like before Montel Williams. You know what that is? Mm-mm. Cool. Jerry Springer?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody knows Jerry. He's like the Walmart of fucking talk shows. But like Sally Jeffries, this is why she didn't last long. Is she had a guy on, and the guy's friend was a girl, and the girl was on and had a guy friend on, and they were like best friends, and then they had to break something to another friend, brought the guy on the show, and the guy that was with the friend was like, hey, I have to tell you something. And he's like, okay. And he's like, I'm gay and I like you. And he's like, whoa, that's wild. And he's like, you're breaking it to me on national television. He didn't say that, but like that's how he was acting. He's like, whoa, this is wild. And he's giggling and all this. Like 2 days later, the guy that he was broke to killed this guy.
Whoa!
Killed him.
Wait, the guy
Because
who...
he came out
Because he was embarrassed that
he did it on live TV. And
yeah,
shit
that
like
he's like, I'm not gay,
Whoa.
and you're trying to
And you
make it
brought me
seem.
into that.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
trying to embarrass me on national. He went and killed him, so that show got canned because of it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That makes perfect
That's
sense.
crazy though.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Any other wild stories y'all can think about from TV? Because your boy got piss. So I'm gonna break for a second.
You go take a wicked piss pee.
We gotta go pee so bad.
Yeah. Well, while Cody takes a... Oh, just fuck the camera out. That's cool, man. Goodness gracious. So how's Muhammad doing?
He's
doing good.
Yeah. He's...
How's all the music? Dude, he's posting so much about the music stuff he's been doing, huh?
Literally am like... I'm like, how... like, he just does the damn thing. It's so sick.
It's super exciting, though.
No, it is. It's really cool. He's so... I've just never met anybody who's so, like... He's like, I saw this shit. Like, I see this shit. It will happen. Not a doubt in his mind. Like,
now, because both of you guys are like artists in different ways, obviously. But do you find that your minds work the same way, or because for me, my personality, I guess sometimes it works like in a relationship wise. I've always had, I guess, difference where I'll click very well with somebody who is like-minded. But also can click very well with somebody who is like polar opposite of what I am. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Muhammad are polar opposites.
Really? Okay.
Doing art is like one huge thing that we have in common. Yeah. We're like, it's just like he works on music a lot. I work on art a lot. We both don't try to like. We don't try to like, hey, you know, come spend time with me. Don't do music. Or he's not going to tell me, hey,
well, you respect each other's, what you're doing. So it's kind of,
it's sick as fuck. Because it's like, he'll like hype me up. I'll hype him up.
The question I was about to ask next about like living with another artist.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But it's okay. It's okay. Well.
Yeah. So, but do you guys like to talk about like creativity, like stuff like that, like being artists together and stuff like that?
So.
Or is it...
Yeah, I think I noticed that. I'm just like a
supportive person.
He's not doubtful of himself. He's very confident. Yeah. I get doubtful just because, like,
right.
It's easy to get
definitely
like kind of like not devastated. It's easy. But you try. And
you think what my ex would call realistically.
Realistically,
she didn't like believe in. Yeah, but that's fine.
But.
Not a sad story.
Okay.
No, but it's cool. We do talk a lot about.
He bets on himself, is what you're saying.
Yes,
You gotta.
Yeah, like that's what he's always like. Cass, if you want to do this art shit, just do it. Like there is no trying, just do it. And it's.
Hey, guess what? You're talented.
Yeah, you're doing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some of us ain't. You couldn't read my fucking name if I wrote it down.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what is that? You did art? And I'm like, nope, that's me trying to write my name.
Try to do prep list at work. Nobody can read it but me. Guess who doing the whole prep
They're
list?
like, who's this for? And you're like,
yay.
Just me.
Yeah.
That ain't for you.
Dude, I write shit down and sometimes I can't read it back.
They're like, could you just type this down next time? And you're like, typewriter in the corner.
That's how bad it is. I'm like, that's why I start writing notes down on my phone, because I know if I write them down, I'll be looking at them like, ostrich did what? Like I won't be able to
we don't even
read
sell ostrich.
Yeah, I won't even. I'll be so confused. Like my handwriting's terrible.
Yeah.
But
no.
Is it to the point where like, do y'all bounce your own like creativity off each other, or is it like, let's try to keep this kind of separated from one another and just give us a little bit?
He has, the thing with him is like, so he does all his music. It's like Caillou, our roommate, produces it. So it's like Caillou lives with us as well. So I literally live with two artists. You know what I mean? And it's sick because they do a lot of like bouncing off each other. Yeah. And Gordon comes over all the time. Yeah. Gordon also does art. So Gordon usually does like the digital art and stuff for that. Yeah. You know, because like
he does all the cover stuff.
Yeah, he does most. Yeah. I did the Penny's cover. Okay. But then all the other ones like Gordon's done. But so that's cool because it's like it's like a collective. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I had a friend group beforehand that was supposed to be kind of like a collective of artists or whatever, and it kind of just went sour. So it's nice to be like with like, a bunch of artists who are like believe in each other. Yeah. Yes, healthy fucking energy.
Be a really awesome setting to be surrounded by creative people that some are in the same field you are, but just being surrounded by that group because
they believe.
People,
that's what
group of people.
The fact that they like all of them, like Gordon, Caillou, Muhammad, like all of them, like believe in themselves so fucking much, and it's like that's why you will make it. Yeah, and like their personality, their attitudes, like they're good people.
I was about to say, I think that speaks a lot for their personality too.
I think so too.
Because you can walk up to any one of those dudes and like be friends. I mean, they're great people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that I think it reciprocates to that as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But a lot of times, with good there is bad too, because then it's like even though we do different types of art, it's like it's not like you're hating on anyone for doing good. I love everything he does, with music. I'm proud of him. Yeah. He's proud of it, everything. But in a bit of a way, it does sometimes, like, it's very easy to slide into like losing like my dreams, or, because I'm so like, I'm really empathetic. So when I really just feed off of people's energy. However your energy is, I'm going to match it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just going to be that. I can't even decide if I would like to do that or not. It just happens. So like, like I'm really like high energy, like really creative whenever I see them being creative and stuff. And it's like inspiring, but at the same time, it can, feel like you know what I mean? Just kind of doubting myself, I guess. Cause like I said, like just with opportunities, like that I've tried to go for and haven't gotten. Right. But then again, it's just like, who knows? Time. Yeah, exactly. It's not the time yet.
Time, like, I mean, shit, you think about this. We've been recording podcasts for over 2 years now.
Yeah.
Like we've been working on this for 2 years, and and we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it can only get better. It can only get better. That's the best part.
We just can't give up on it.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
You cannot give up on it. So like, if you start to doubt like your own art, like just don't give up on it.
Well, that's the thing.
Once you give up, nobody else is going to care.
For sure. I've given up art, like posting art and doing art so many times, and I literally cannot get away from it. Like, I just always come back to it. So for me, I'm like this has got to be, like, this is the only thing I really am, like, passionate about, is, like, doing art. I want to get my shit out there. Yeah, like, so I don't know.
I think I told this to him once. But the things you pay attention to in your life pay attention back to you. So, like, the universe will pay you back if you're paying into that thing. Yeah. So, if you pay a lot into your art, it will pay you back.
Yeah.
You can make a living off of that. You just got to give the living you have now to it.
Yeah. You have to bajillion% right.
You have to invest. Like,
yeah.
And it's very hard to do that.
We have, like, our podcast has been listened to at this point like 340 times in just the 7 episodes. Not a lot of people, but
go ahead.
But
one day it's gonna be 1 million an episode.
Yeah,
I
mean, that's
no
like
doubt
the
in my
more
mind.
The more you do stuff, like, it doesn't even matter if someone's like, your podcast sucks, bitch, you're listening to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or you.
It also might suck right now, but it gonna get better. Yeah, I think it's pretty good now.
I know it's.
Yeah. I think we've got a lot of shit figured out, but I know that it'll get better, which I'm not saying that it needs to. Right?
It just naturally will.
But it will.
Yeah, like the video, I promise you guys, I know the video is going to be shitty.
Yeah.
I promise you it's going to get better. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting.
No, but still.
Just like the audio, we had to delete like 4 or 5 episodes right off rip on this computer because our mics were shitty. They're in those containers right there. But they'd be like...
Yeah, they would just like,
as we're talking, we didn't know it as we're recording, and I'd listen to the episode and talk about killer bits in those episodes. Yiddies, one of the episodes we had to delete called Yiddies. Yeah, we like name episodes.
Yeah.
So like at the end of this, you're gonna name your episode.
Me?
Yeah. We always give it to the guests.
You're legally required to.
But like, one of the episodes he named Yiddies because it was like something he talked about at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
I call titties Yiddies.
Okay.
I just say Yiddies.
He just like
cute.
tatted.
Yeah. Yadded. Okay.
He calls it yadded.
Yeah.
But he was saying something about, what'd you say it was? Or something?
Oh yeah, Yeah, talking about taking out letters and adding letters.
But it was another word. It wasn't
Yeah. No, it was
Why?
You sure?
You sure?
Are you sure? I don't know. I had to listen to. I personally have the episode, but it's dog shit quality, so it can't be released.
I still think it should be maybe released.
It can be because when you listen to it, it's just
you can't
popping
hear
real
anything.
loud. Yeah. No, you can. But it just gets to a point in the episode where you're like, all right, I got to turn this shit off.
Yeah. Like, I think that could be like a clip.
Yeah, we might be able to release it as a clip, but it's like, I'm sure there's throwaway songs Muhammad doesn't like that he's made. And there's got to be drawings that you do not like that you've made, but it's not about the beginning. It's about the journey of making it better. Mm-hmm. That's why it's like, maybe you guys or somebody might think this shit sucks. My family, that's fine. That's fine.
Aww.
That's okay.
It's okay.
There's other families out there that like it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Dang.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's okay. I'm not hurt at all.
Yeah.
Do I stay up sleeping at night crying? That's fine. It's not a big deal. We ain't got to talk about it.
Stop.
About to get emotional on this bitch.
Call your parents. Let me talk to them.
No, it wasn't even my parents.
Okay.
Remember, my dad thinks, gay man.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, you're kissing that dude. It's okay.
It is.
Now, is it my sister? One that I'm close to? Yeah. But we ain't got to talk about it. You're like, well, then shut the hell up.
No, I don't. Dude, shut up, man.
But that's fine. I spend a lot of time with her and her family and support her dreams. Yeah, but that's okay. It's fine. I'm not hurt.
I don't know if you can tell if he's upset. But
We need some help on set.
It's
please.
okay.
It is.
We haven't been the same since. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Bring it up again.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to text her?
No, it's fine.
You're okay. You're okay.
But people will hate. You know,
Yeah.
the product will get better.
Oh my
Even
God.
if my
People
family
gonna
doesn't
hate.
listen.
People gonna.
They will
Jesus
listen.
Christ.
They will listen.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay.
They're going to have to listen when I'm on the top of the fucking charts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Billboard for podcasts, #1.
Podcast Billboard. Podcast Billboard.
Yeah.
Some people suck.
Some
Number
people
one,
suck,
baby.
but not us two.
Calling it
Hey!
now.
Not us.
Not
Not us three.
Us
Yeah.
three.
All the way to the top.
Yeah.
Number one, baby.
Even
Cute.
though my family will never know that.
They will.
It's okay.
Don't speak it into existence. They'll know.
Cody, what is wrong with you, dude?
It's
Give me a
fine.
hug.
He
No,
went-
it's fine. It's fine. Haters hate.
Please give him a hug. I'm
Haters
dying.
make me famous.
Haters
No, it's
make
okay.
me famous.
No, it's fine. But like, the point is like, yeah, people may not like your shit. You may not like your own shit.
Mm-hmm.
But progress
Yeah.
happens.
Dude, it does. And that's what this year's
Major levels.
Yeah.
You know?
This is the first year that I mean, I've been doing art and posting it for like a few years now, probably like 4. And I just now got a website. I just now like made stickers. I just now made, you know what I mean? Like shirts and stuff. Literally this whole entire time, all I've had is like, here's my drawing. You know what I mean? It's like, that's
It's like
it.
you're making like
That's
moves
it.
towards that, you know?
Yeah,
You're
I wanna-
It's taking the steps to get
Yeah.
where you want to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I definitely want to like, you know, I just want to see more. It's just like anybody. Everyone wants to see your art with someone and see them like appreciating it.
Do you have the
loving it.
next smallest thing you want to do? Like, is there a like?
Yeah.
A lot of times you need to take like
Next
micro
step,
steps to make the movement
Next
really
beep.
happen.
Beep,
What is
beep.
your next little? What is your next little one?
BB stick.
Animation?
Animation. So like moving.
Moving stuff. So like, not necessarily like a cartoon or something. I guess just like. Do you happen to know who Polly Nor is on Instagram by chance? Well, she does like, that's how she started. She's doing like graphic design, like kind of thing. And then like, just like, she'd like draw pictures of like these like people kind of, but they were like devil people. I don't know. Like it's the same person every time. And then she made it into an animation and now she makes like short little reels out of
videos or
it.
whatever.
And I'm like, dude, that shit is sick. And
So
like,
that's your next is like
I
you
think
want to start
that's-
doing some of that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
even if it's only 3 seconds, like 3 seconds of my art moving. I don't know. It's like you can only watch it, which is like, so it's not like, you know, producible as in like it wouldn't be any
wearable.
income.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm interested in. Like it took me so long to even start like a website or anything because I felt like if I sold my art, I was selling out. Like whereas I would just like give my art away and then people were like, you should sell it. But I felt bad for selling it because you know, it's always like a weird thing. Now I definitely like I know
You're as
the
valuable
worth,
as you want to be.
right?
Yeah.
And that's what I was like. Wow, this whole time I was just giving my shit away, and you know what I mean? It's like when it's like, man, that shit took me 10 hours. You know what I mean? It's like of my life that I cannot get back, and it's like so I eventually like just I was like, fuck it, it's okay to make money off art. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like
So.
this is gonna if you wanted to make a living off of this and stuff like that, you're obviously gonna have to make money.
Yeah.
So it's like there is gonna be a point, and it's like not to say that you can't be giving away stuff at some point or whatever. Even if it's just to get your name out there, get your art out there, like that's cool. But at some point you got to make the switch.
You're right. Yeah.
You know who you remind me of, like, art-wise? And I don't mean, like, graphics, like, you're similar looking, but, like, do you know who Ed Templeton is? Hey, you should know who the boy is. You know who that is?
No.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Like, your shit is, like, very reminiscent of, like, how his shit started.
That is so...
He, like, does artwork for, like, Toy Machine, which is, like, a skateboarding brand.
Yes, bitch. That, literally, if you... Ed Templeton, Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Those are the two...
The Gons.
The fucking Gons,
The Gons, like, G-O-N-S, or G-O-N-Z.
Oh.
But that, literally, I want to cry. I will cry about this later by myself.
Dude, this is so fucking funny because, like, what even got me into his art was, like, I used to watch skate videos, and one he's in, he does this hard flip, but it's, like, a really fucking hard trick to do. Obviously, it's called hard flip, but...
That's why it's named that?
You do, like, a frontside flip, but you stay the same. So, like, you frontside flip, but your body doesn't rotate with the board, so you don't... It's a kickflip 180. Your body stays, and it does it
just the board moves, not your body.
So he does it, but he does them so fucking good.
Yeah.
Flawless.
But he talks mad shit about them. He's like, fucking hard flip. Who the fuck even likes hard flip? Hard flips are gay, dude. They're the dumbest shit ever. Like, nobody is even fucking good at hard flips. Like, Eric Costin, like, one person, like, why do we even have this fucking trick? Nobody's good at it. And it's overlaid of, like, him doing the trick.
Yeah, and then they
really
just throw videos of him landing him perfect.
And he's like, it's just a fucking dumb trick. We should get rid of it. It's like who even does them, dude? Yeah. It made me laugh so hard, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I looked into him, and his art is fucking crazy sick. And then, like, also, I've already beforehand liked Toy Machine.
Yeah.
So it's like...
God, Toy Machine, I would literally do anything in the world. Toy Machine would be my first pick if I could.
Toy Machine, or I like Anti-Hero a lot.
That's what I was gonna say second, but also I don't think that my stuff would go with Anti-Hero.
Yeah, they would have to have like a special skater come on that was
they're like but that's what their stuff is like. Reminds me just more like traditional.
Mark Gonzalez designs for Flip, right?
Mark Gonzalez he did Crooked.
Yeah, I know the eyes and my favorite hoodie ever. I was in Colorado. I got it for free for the Zoomies thing, and I jump in the snow in the video where I'm like, no idea where that hoodie went. Yeah. My favorite hoodie of all time. It's just a gray hoodie with the red eyes. Yeah, so sick. But I got it for free. Hoodie? Yeah, I don't know. If you have
the gray hoodie with red eyes, return it, please.
Yeah, if you return it, I promise you a free episode. You can come on.
Free episode. Oh
yeah, you have to explain how you got the hoodie.
I'm like,
wait, you thought this
was I gotta go.
Yeah, you're like, I can't pay for this.
No.
I'm like, if you don't pay, I'm gonna call them cops again.
Oh my god.
They're listening.
Yeah, remember.
Stop.
We got them. We got video footage, evidence. You're here.
Who's here?
And we have locks on our doors.
What does that mean?
That means you're locked in.
Yeah.
From who? Police?
Yeah, but we're not from who.
I would listen to me.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
I would have to, in the most respectful way, bust this window.
Dude, that is so fucking funny.
What?
Our last guest, Cam, talked about busting through the window to leave. Because the door was locked.
Yeah, we were talking about locking him in here or something.
It feels safe. I like that you let the guest sit next to the window.
That is so wild. Like, what? Like, the conversations were completely different in that got brought up.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
Because we kept talking. Yeah, that's great.
Maybe because you told him. Did you tell him that he was locked in and that you're gonna?
Well, it was like a sexual thing.
It was a sexual thing.
Yeah.
Again, guys get gay when they're alone.
They're like, we gotta go.
We were talking about how nice his thighs were.
He's got real.
If we're being honest,
well,
he's
thick,
nice thighs.
Yeah,
way bigger than ours.
Yours are in great shape. When you were standing up, I was like, why do your fucking thighs look like so great?
I've skated for like a long time.
This dude had shorts on that did not fit the thighs. You know what I'm saying? They were thighs was busting. Okay,
we're talking about Cam.
He was looking thick.
Boy,
bitch.
Thick.
Dude, weird because he's super thick and his waist real tiny.
Snatched.
Yeah. He's got
so
that
it's like
you know that Instagram model waist where it's like and then like hourglass
like
in.
What is it? Dita Von Teese or something? She wears a corset and her waist is literally like this big.
Tiny.
because the corset is designed to make her waist like that big, and then it goes back to her hips.
Yeah.
So it's like it's supposed to be like the old flapper girls.
Yeah,
so it's supposed to be an image type thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, boy definitely got ass on him.
Bro. Talking about thick.
You know, he looks like SpongeBob.
like
You know when SpongeBob's ass is flapping? That's how he looks, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes
got a SpongeBob ass.
Bitch. That's
Dude.
like I don't know. I'm sorry. Muhammad's little brother. Yusuf. Yusuf's got a fucking dumpy on him.
Dude.
Really?
Yusuf, you got a nice butt.
Yeah.
Dude.
You got a dumper.
That's what
up to that butt a couple
Muhammad,
times,
I
bro.
always like. I don't know what it is. And let me tell you, boys don't know this, but I don't. You guys might. I told Muhammad this the other day. I was like, girls like guys with like a butt. And he was like, no, I was like, girls look at dudes' butts as much as you dudes look at our butts.
I don't know if
Doubt
that's
it.
as much.
Doubt
Listen to
it.
me.
Not as
I look
much.
at all sex's ass because
No.
I'm like, ass is ass, my
So
guy.
do we. We all do. But
I'm like, that dude got a nice ass. I'm not going to do anything with it, but I'm going to look. And I'm just going to imagine
and
that's a girl.
appreciate it. And appreciate
I'm just
it.
going to like,
Well, anyways, but y'all boys think that girls don't do that to them too, and I'm like, yes, they do. And Muhammad will literally like he'll just like get his teeny little butt cheeks out, like just jiggle them around. I'm like, that makes me so happy. I'm so happy, you know.
Yeah.
It just makes my day.
He got him a dump on.
He
I'm talking
fucking-
about dump truck.
He really
son.
do. He really do.
beep, beep. Back that ass up,
Bag it up
boy.
like a dump truck. Beep. Yeah, dude. I
Dude.
love all them boys.
Shout out to the boys with dumpies.
Dude, for real. Boys with dumpies.
That sounds like the name of this podcast. Boys with dumpies.
100%. Boys with dumpies.
Boys with dumpies.
Yeah, I'm about it.
Did it?
Side project.
Man. Wow, that sounds like a weird side project. You know, we're coming
Yeah,
out with
okay.
this video this summer, Boys with Dumpies.
Boys with dumpies.
Really?
No,
No.
this was
Oh.
we go on a lot of like singular jokes, just
Yeah,
like
it's-
we'll go on a bit and just leave it
But
alone.
then we go on the bit for way too long.
Yeah.
And then it draws people
It
in
makes
to think
people
that
believe they're like
actually-
they're coming out with a video called Boys with Dumpies. What's going on?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
it's
just
okay.
did it, no one would even know.
Boys with Dumpies summer 2021.
What's happening?
It's just Cam and Yusuf backing the ass up next to each other.
It's just them
Would
in
tune
different
in.
places, just
Yeah.
busting it down.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's like that song which we just talked about on the last podcast where it's like I think it's called Bust It Down or something.
Bust it.
It's like the girl or guy is in like whatever clothes, like literally whatever clothes. And then it's like a regular song and then it slows way down and they're in like some sexy attire.
And it's like, bullshit. Like on TikTok.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But I don't have TikTok, but it's on like Instagram a lot
yeah.
because it's off of TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that. That's
Okay, I
the
know.
Boys with Dumpies.
I did
with
that.
dumpies.
I think I know what you're like. Yeah, I know what you're
Sounds like a
talking about.
bad diaper commercial. Do you have boys that suffer from
Oh,
dumpies?
fuck, dude.
I think it sounds
Holy
like an
shit.
underwear
Are you
brand.
86 years old and you have
Yeah.
problems with dumpies?
Old men with dumpies.
Try dumpers.
Old men with dumpies.
God.
Gross.
Well,
that's
we
not-
are about 2 hours in.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to go over?
Yeah.
Anything you want to shout out or?
Yeah, shout out to
anything?
anyone who wants me to be their tattoo apprentice or make
okay.
some.
So you have a
work on
career
some
that you want to be a
branding.
tattoo artist?
I mean,
Is that
I
something
would
you'd
like
like
to.
to
Is that what
also.
you want to ultimately do with your art? Is become a tattoo artist?
I mean, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be cool to do a little bit of everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Try and do put your hand in
Tattoo,
as
do-
much as you can. Yeah.
yeah. Just
All the
do
pots.
Sick.
whatever
Hell yeah.
medium. Just
That's
do
wild.
it.
That's
Yeah.
tight. Good shit.
We'll see.
Anything else?
Um,
Any events coming up or any
I
future
mean,
projects?
me
or-
and Dallas were talking about maybe doing something soon. So
cool.
there might be
Oh, yeah.
that. We've talked about it a couple times. And then also, whenever they do the vintage markets downtown,
Yeah.
I think probably the next one I'm going to try to do. So I'll have like,
Hell yeah.
maybe not like clothing and stuff, but I'll have like some art there, like prints and
Cool.
stickers and like stuff like that. So
And where can people get either in touch with you or find your art and like stuff like that? Where is that the best thing to do?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Instagram
At-
@Cass with 3 S's.
Respect.
Yeah, that's really it. Just really Instagram,
Okay.
Twitter, but I just talk shit on Twitter. So
Oh yeah.
not like
Awesome.
shit, but you know what I mean.
You're like
Yeah.
just shit
Oh,
about the girl with the
yeah.
book
No,
Yeah.
no.
Fuck her.
Yeah, fuck that lady.
Yeah. Shout out to 777
777.
Do they have an Instagram?
No, but they're like a collective. Y'all can follow. It's just a bunch of people.
I was like, who is that? How do you spell that?
What did she say?
It's like who was a designer that used to do that shit?
I have tried. Okay, side note. Also, really quick side note before we end here. If everyone could just maybe let Muhammad Lil Root know that I am an amazing ad-libber. He will not let me do the ad-libs for his songs.
Ooh.
I did one ad-lib in one of his songs.
He's like, that's cute. We're not keeping that. Throw that away.
No,
we'll throw it in.
Literally, it was just all I said was splish, and I was like, please let me. And he's like, no, because
how are you not the like intro tag?
That's why I would. Yeah.
I don't.
Lil Root in this bitch.
Literally. Honestly, I kind of want. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start making music after this podcast. You know what? I'm about to go.
No. You know what you do?
What?
Like, do y'all share a computer?
Sure, we can.
When he goes to sleep, you go back on the same recording and add your ad lib to the beginning. I go upstairs
to Caillou's room.
And then release it, and you're like,
Caillou, just throw that in.
I'm like, Caillou, open up your closet door to the stew, bitch. I'm going in.
We're gonna cook something up.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
That's
funny.
No.
Yeah. But thank you guys. Thank you for asking me to come.
Yeah. Dude, thank you for
I like
coming,
it.
seriously.
Can we do something in a year? We'll meet back up.
Oh, bro.
Sure.
Reoccurring.
I mean,
yeah.
or sooner,
definitely.
whatever.
Yeah, we'll
for
definitely
sure.
have you back.
Yeah.
In,
we're gonna have to see like these updates on where you're going with this, making sure
Yeah.
you're still going with this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will still be going
Hell
with
yeah.
it.
Hell yeah.
But
I know we're all excited for sure.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
definitely excited to have you on and talk about those issues, and like everybody just needs to be nicer to one another. Like, I know our podcast is called Some People Suck, but it's just like making fun of like how life can be shitty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point of the name. Like, yeah, some people do suck, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We can all get better.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't all have to suck all the time. We can get better.
Just be better. Just be better people. You know what I'm saying?
Be better.
That's
Teach
it,
people.
dog.
Don't fucking.
Comment on Instagram on some bullshit.
Don't be a bitch. Be nice. Try to learn. If you don't understand something, don't be mean. Try to learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
Try to become aware of things.
Yeah.
You
Be
know?
more aware. Have
Like
your own
damn
opinion.
self.
Yep.
Yeah.
And other people.
Hell
But
yeah.
it was a pleasure having you on, and be sure to check out all her pages, which I guess is just one right now. So that was kind of fucked up to say.
Well, I'm gonna have a website too, but
okay, shout that out.
It's on my Instagram. It's easier just to find the link in my
Okay,
Instagram.
so everything's on her Instagram.
In the bios.
Instagram only. Do not find me anywhere else. If you find me anywhere else, it's not me.
There you go.
Word. Well, we appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and listening. So
Yeah.
peace.
Yee.
Yee.
Yay.